I was a bad son, now I'm a good dad. I was a bad son, now I'm a good dad. I was a bad son, now I'm a good dad. Will, what up? When I was a little boy, I put my hood on my back. All eyes on me and nobody cut me no slack. While bowling up and down, that cold money was all I thought. And daddy was selling drugs, so it made me say fuck sports. Him teaching me the game, felt like he was passing the torch. In front of projects, I jumped off the stoop, not a port. My OGs was my idols, not no Meech or Rick Ross. And remember, to be a boss, life was always the cause. I carried Christ on my back, that's why they call me the cross. And whenever shit was rough, I just hustle and stay my course. And every time I pull myself back on my feet, digging my cleats. Every step I take, rip up the streets. A gun in a vest, some money and weed is all I need. When I hit the block, my mama started losing her sleep. To love a nigga like me is really not for the weak. I became a villain after that 100 bullets ate up my Uncle G. I was a bad son, now I'm a good dad. I'm hands-on, my kids ain't raised by no iPad. I show up every day, if you a man, try that. Can't call yourself a man if you make a child and deny that.
You tuned in to another episode of Good Dad, Bad Son with your favorite cousins. What up, BJ?
What's up with it?
How's sound in the building?
What's going on? Will, what up, cuzzo? What up, cuzzos?
What's up with it? How's sound, man? I'm trying this microphone thing.
Loud and clear.
Loud and clear?
Everybody good with me?
All right, what it do?
Chilling. How's your weekend?
Yeah, that's what I was. It was cool. It was hectic, busy.
As always.
Birthday parties, etc.
Baby girl had a birthday, huh?
Yeah. Running all over the place.
No,
we had an interesting Saturday in the gym. We had an interesting Saturday. All I know is, man, listen, I'm 16-1, man, since Thursday.
You're gonna get enough of running up and down that court, man. I'm telling you now.
No. After I hoop, what up, man? After I hoop, I don't be able to walk. I could barely walk. I really gotta limit myself. I gotta stop playing on them games. Like I'm really
honestly, I want to play one more time just to say I can remember what my last game was. Cause like ever since the injury, I've been scared to like. You know what I mean? Ever since the car accident, it's just scary knowing it can happen. You know what I mean? It's metal in there and all that, but like I play postman anyway. I ain't doing all that moving anyway. I'm big body, and plus I only like playing with BJ because we understand each other on the court.
Yeah, we don't play enough. Enough all together. But Will, you missed the interesting Saturday, man.
Man, I'm trying to keep up in the chat, but. Like Olu said, like whoever don't feel like reading these 500 threads,
I'm going to Olu notes right now. I'm going to Olu.
So Kev was on your team, and y'all still got smoke.
Yeah, I'm about to.
I'm about to send this link to Butter because we're gonna end this thing that happened between them and all these years
I ain't see
ago.
Butter in a minute. Where Butter at?
I don't know. I'm about to send. I'm about to make sure.
Where's Butter? Let me go over the notes, man.
What up, Johnny?
What up, Johnny?
What's up, man?
Me and Johnny is 16-1, man.
Yo, Johnny, an animal up there,
since
bro.
Thursday. That's what I'm saying. They keep talking about me. You gotta stop me from winning, not scoring. Where the notes at, man?
He left. He'll be right back.
He probably calling Butter.
Yeah.
We've been having fun though. It's back to being fun. It ain't really all that arguing and stuff.
Good.
You know what I mean?
Good.
It's back to being fun, man. Kev making it fun. I can't admit that. If he's doing anything, he's making it fun for me.
Kev said he needs some competition up there, man.
Yeah. He making it fun, bro.
I remember when I came Thursday, you said I'm here for Kev and his kids.
I keep telling him I've been looking for him and his son since last Saturday.
You owe him a little something?
Yeah.
What up, A-Town in the building?
They were some good role players for Brody. Where are the notes? Where's the notes that? Oh, yo, it's so many messages in here, bro. I'm hurting my eyes. I want to read it. Where Dred at, man? Where Dred? What up, A?
Dred came yesterday?
My man Dred took some shots too. Yeah. Dred played yesterday, so here it go. All right, so we got notes. Man. Let me see.
Kev like the Tupac of the group, bro. When I first started out, I said it was about Ray, but everybody had to have an opinion.
Let me see. Olu Cliff Notes. Update.
They
I hear
they,
it.
they said BJ can't go left, bro.
I'm
BJ
getting
can't go left.
That what they said. That what the boy Kev said.
16 games in a row. That's all I know.
He can go left, but if you want
Don't
to,
worry
if
about
you
it. Don't even worry about it,
he can
Davon.
go
Don't
left.
even worry about it. I just
He can
Saturday
go left.
will be here soon.
He can go left.
Saturday will be here. Here's the Cliff Note by Olu. BJ is 16-1 out of the last 17 games. Ray didn't play Saturday, so he's still on a 9-0 win streak, high from Thursday. Wilson apparently can beat Ray on any given day at a 3-point shootout. Derek can't shoot, rebound, assist, no defense, just foul all day, doesn't hustle, and is fourth string out of the fam. Shout
What
out to the
BJ
fam. What
what
up,
BJ kill
Disabilities?
everybody at is that
Shout out to the
mid-range
fam.
game. He's
Hold
gonna
on,
kill
cuz. Let
you
me finish
between the
reading this.
paint and free throw line. If it ain't a pass, it's a little hook shot, boom, or something that is gonna
Yeah,
kill
but
you in between
what up,
that free
Johnny?
throw line and the dots. He's gonna kill
Let me
you.
finish reading Olu Cliff Notes, man. Let at BJ basketball go left. Let at Ray basketball shoot. Let at Derek Marty do whatever he doing over there. Let at Dre lay up with any hand. Kev a better comedian than a hooper. Kevin Dre will do a one-on-one challenge. Kevin BJ will do a one-on-one challenge. Kevin Ray will do a one-on-one challenge. Kevin Derek will do a one-on-one challenge. Kevin John will do a one-on-one challenge. Okay. That's the notes.
Kev
for the
keeping it
gym.
interesting though.
Kev is keeping it interesting, man.
Dred came out of I don't know where Dred was at all day, but he came back on fire. He brought up he told Kev, let's play for the bread,
I remember that.
and it ain't happened
And
yet.
Kev be the one bringing it up.
It ain't happened yet.
Kev be the
But
one
say he
bringing it
getting
up.
freshened up real quick. He coming through in a second, though.
Okay. Yeah, Kev be the one bringing it up. What we got? We got another mass shooting.
And is that Michigan? You said
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, the church.
At a Mormon church.
how many did they say passed?
2 killed and no, 2
Is it up
killed,
to
1
2?
in critical. 2 killed, 1 in critical. One of the 2 died on the way to the hospital.
And the shooter dead too, right?
Shooter dead, killed by 2 policemen. And yeah, man. They went to his crib. I guess they had some suspicions at his crib and sent the bomb squad or whatnot. It's wild, man. We ready to admit, man, we need to take guns out of our hands yet.
It's not.
If it ain't guns,
It's not gonna happen. Why y'all still talking about
It's
taking guns away? It's not
I
gonna happen.
understand
Bro.
that's not
It will be a civil war before that white man let y'all come get their guns. You're bugging. Not happening, bro. Not happening.
I know
Y'all
I understand
playing.
that
Black
it's
people.
not happening, but it needs to.
Oh man, you
It
gotta
needs
stay
to, man.
realistic, bro.
It needs to.
Gotta stay realistic, bro. It ain't
Every
gonna happen.
every
It's not
story
even
we cover,
possible. It's not even possible. It's not even possible, cuz.
every guns is not even being recorded now with handguns. People getting shot with rifles. It's not even handguns killing people.
All right, so if you're just talking about the handguns, I mean, if you're just talking about the rifles, then okay.
they had that debate every presidential election, don't they? Assault rifles.
Yeah, you want to
ban.
dead the rifles? Okay, dead the rifles. Have fun.
Man said, dude shot up a bar a bar restaurant in North Carolina.
In North Carolina.
That too, yep.
I got that too. Man. What he had? He had a rifle?
Another rifle. This is
He
wild.
did a drive-by on a boat.
On a boat, bro. What's wrong with folks?
He did a drive-by on a boat.
None of these dudes will have this type of power without the guns, man. There's none of this type of bravery. Not even bravery, just audacity. Because it's not brave what they're doing.
Facts.
Go ahead. I'm trying to find a clip. Of course, matter of fact, Will, I'm gonna send it to you because, of course, for some reason, it's telling me no sound.
Okay.
I'll send it to you right quick. I think I got
None of,
some my joint.
You
Go ahead,
ain't playing
Devon.
around now. So you got your mic, your headphones. You in the
Yeah,
game.
man. Appreciate it, man. Thanks to you. I got the headphones from you. Word up.
Don't know what type of
I
gum.
keep my earpiece in.
And the mic.
Yeah.
I keep my earpiece in. It makes it so much simpler.
What am I doing?
Don't know what type
Emailing,
of gum,
right?
but yeah, pulled up in a boat.
I got that too. Damn.
You know,
There's some of the
amount
people come in.
of violence is
Johnny
wicked.
said he had his good dad, bad son shirt on yesterday. I gotta get some more.
Oh yeah, I
Yesterday.
definitely need one.
What? He was hooping in it?
I don't know if he was hooping it. I know he,
Johnny was hooping in
it's
it.
about 800 messages in the group chat, so I couldn't find the original post, but I remember it popping up in my notifications.
But yeah, pulled up in the boat. Yeah, he did a drive-by in the boat. Let's see if I can pull that one up while you work on that one, Will.
Yes, sir.
Go ahead, cuz.
I seen the 16-year-old kill a 13-year-old on a scooter in New York.
No.
What you talking about? Queens shot him in his head.
Yep.
But when I saw it, he wasn't on the scooter.
I saw him on a scooter. 16, 13-year-old.
So when I saw he wasn't on the scooter.
More gun violence.
My voice struggling today, but between them damn Bulldogs and today the Buffalo Bills.
You went to the game? Tell us about that. You went to the game?
No, I was in Athens though. I tried to go to the game, but they wanted like a dang on used car for the tickets.
Yeah, any day the Bulldogs lose, it's a good day.
Them tickets was butting in there $1,500. I'm like, nah, this ain't even my team like that.
Yeah, I like to see them lose. I like to see the Falcons lose.
Damn,
I like to see Buffalo lose.
what Buffalo do to you?
I'm a Jets fan.
Oh, that's your. Oh, so you just hate the world, then, bro.
Yeah, that's a fact. I don't like none of y'all. Basketball is LeBron.
Okay. That's Cause you got a lot of hate in your blood, Dave. You gotta figure that out, bro.
Yeah, it's not me, man. You know. I mean, it's not my fault. Man. Buffalo, what y'all 4-0 in the Super 0-4 in the Super Bowl?
Come on, bro. We 4-0 right now.
Oh, okay.
People always be bringing up our own 4. I ain't been to no damn Super Bowl since the damn 1800s.
You see Neighbors tore his ACL today.
Who?
Malik Neighbors
Wow.
tore his ACL, man. And he's a dog.
They said Lamar Jackson may have pulled his hamstring.
Yep. He took a bad L today too.
Yeah. Everybody a superstar until they play Kansas City. Then they forget how to play football. That's what's wicked out there.
Mm-hmm.
Micah Parsons about to do his thing against Dallas tonight. Green Bay on.
I was getting ready to put that game on and what you call it. And back hold up.
I don't know if it got no.
Actually,
sound,
nah, I ain't
it let me download it, so we'll see. BJ, you grew up a Jets fan too, or you never cared about football?
I think he used to be a Giants fan. We can't hear him right now. I think he used to be a Giants fan.
Oh, he got a lot of hate in his blood too now.
Mm-hmm. After that Kaepernick situation, football. Yo, BJ, your mic out, man.
Yeah, I'm always gonna be a Giants fan. Will, you pulling something up now?
Yeah, I got it. You ready?
Go ahead. Yep. Yep. Young Thug performing at the Fulton County Courthouse.
Hey, listen. Stop the violence in this city, man. Atlanta's much better together. Stop the violence. We pushing anti-gang, bro. We pushing anti-guns, anti-gang. We pushing it. That's what we pushing. We ain't getting in trouble. We ain't doing none of that. That shit don't mean nothing. It don't help. It don't work. It always end bad. Anti-gang, man. Anti-violence. We're not pushing that. We're not pushing V, man. We're pushing P. Y'all stop getting in trouble, man. Yeah, I see, man.
Well, what y'all think?
What we pushing?
Pushing P. Whatever that means.
I
Right.
think that was a stab at Gutter because Gutter got that song Pushing P or whatever.
What y'all think about him performing at the Fulton County Courthouse and him and YFM Lucci coming together? They supposed to be doing a song or something now.
They got 2 songs.
They
They got one on
they
his
got 2
album,
songs
one on
together.
the album. Yeah.
They already got. You heard it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's already out. How it sound?
I like it. I like the one on
That's
Lucci's
right.
better.
JT, what up, baby?
What up,
What's
JT?
up, my guy?
But he probably had to do it at the courthouse, right? Ain't he supposed to be like banned from Atlanta or something?
I don't know.
Nah,
how
he's
that works.
supposed to do 2. Part of his parole stipulations was to do 2 concerts in Atlanta for charity
Okay.
every so often or whatever. So I guess he just got one of them done.
What up,
Josh,
Josh?
what's good, brother?
I guess he just got one of them done. But yeah, he in front of the courthouse.
I
That's
like it.
definitely it's definitely different. Yeah.
I like it if it's genuine with him and Lucci come. But I don't know. You know how it is. Blood done been shed on both sides. I don't know if it's genuine or they
Man, they just don't want to go to jail, man. They trying to
trying to stay
keep
out of
it
jail,
cool.
right?
Yeah, they kind of get out of jail. Ain't nothing wrong with it. Shit, if that's what, if peace is coming of it, cool,
Yeah.
cool.
'Cause
I don't know.
They was responsible for a lot of crime,
I don't know, bro.
allegedly.
I ain't gonna lie.
What up, Derek?
We got. I got people that died on my side.
Yeah. We ain't never gonna
We
be
could agree
cool.
not to kill each other, but not to continue it. But I'm not doing no song with you, dog. People done died behind this. People done die. Y'all stab me in my neck. If I'm YFN, especially if I'm YFN Lucci, I'm not doing no song with you, dog. Y'all done killed a lot of people on my side.
Yeah, they
And
might,
just
you know, if
stabbed
they
me in
was
my
in the
neck
studio
last
together.
year, a year or two ago. You just stabbed me in my neck in the county jail.
Right.
Mm-mm. We can never be cool
I don't know if they did it together though. That's what I want to find out. Like if he sent his verse
together.
in,
Nah, I'm not doing
and
no
he sent
song
his
with him.
verse in.
We could be all right, but I'm not doing no song with him. I'm not gonna be on the same song as him. I'm not doing that. That's disrespectful to my brothers that's
fallen
dead
soldiers.
and they family and all that. Nah. We all right. No guns taken away, especially in the South, buddy. For real, for real.
I
Real.
know they would never take the guns, but they just need to.
What up, Derek?
Derek, they
Hey,
said you
they
was the weakest link in the family. What you do to Kev, bro?
Yeah, Derek. They said you was number 4. They're number 4 in the fam.
There's
That's
only
crazy.
3 of them.
Derek got 6 boys. Somebody gonna make it.
Right.
Somebody gonna make it. So y'all cool with y'all basically y'all like whatever. Thugging, YFN.
Nah, I just want to know if it was genuine, but we'll never know. Like you said, man, too many people done died on each side. It is.
How the song sound?
Like I said, the one on Lucci album is dope. I don't really.
Oh, he got one on his. He just dropped the album.
Yeah, they did a 1-and-1. He got a verse on his, and he got a verse on his.
Mhm.
They should have been did it. And I feel Little Woody. I feel what Little Woody said. Little
What'd
Woody
he say?
He mad. He mad. He like, man, y'all been wanting to be friends and do a song together. Y'all should have just did that from jump.
All the damn work I don't put in.
All the people that done died and all that, yeah.
I ain't hear Woody reaction, but yeah,
I'm looking for it now. Y'all go ahead.
Yeah, man. As long as nobody else keep dying, right? If that's the case, we don't want nobody to keep dying.
ceasefire.
Yeah. And plus, it's not just stopping them two from killing each other. It's stopping people who so-called YFN and so-called YSL who want to catch a name for themselves behind the wall and all that. So if it stop all that beef, then cool. You know what I'm saying? I'm all for it. Let's not killing each other some type of way.
What's up, Mom? Burke in the building. Said, yo, I'm late. What Malcolm X talking about? BJ, read Suleiman comment.
We already went through the Basketball Chronicles. Y'all see what Golden Child from Nation of Islam is doing in Chicago. The games are coming together, ending decade beefs, saying it can be done in Atlanta. Islamic 2 changing the mindsets of Chicago. I'll try to pull it up. If you got Suey, if you got the a video or some short clip or something, send it to me. I'll pull it up. I don't know anything about it.
It need to happen though. It need to happen all over.
Yeah. Like a couple weeks ago when Hocus started that Drop the Flag challenge in New York. I thought that was dope.
Yeah, I
thought
agree
that
with
was
the
dope
drop.
too.
This right, man. All the man. Listen, bro.
What's the white boy name? Got the podcast over there. Whack 100 be on.
Adam 22.
Adam 22, yeah.
Him and cause Styles P has said if you black and you riding with Adam 22 because he clowning the boys about dropping the flags and stuff. So
I saw that.
Styles P and Whack 100
hmm
going back and forth. Whack a clown, bro. Like,
Yeah, Wack just came at him last night talking about Styles P. And, you know, nothing. He said a bunch of shit about Styles P. He ain't say shit about Sheep Luke. So if you know, you know.
Watch the cursing, y'all. I'm about to play
I'm
this
sorry.
little Woody joint.
Ain't no whoop they do. Ain't no whoop they do to this. Ain't no whoop they do to this. This I don't. But they just show y'all they ain't really want beef anyway. One always wanted to be cool. Straight up, when sons together, these always wanted to be friends, man. Straight up, that's how I feel. All that playing, boy. You got people, family that's hurting. I don't care. You got family that hurting. Man, we can't be friends. We can't be friends. Straight up. We can't be friends, bro. It's over with, you know what I mean? I mean, then on the sun talking like y'all out here putting in work. Y'all put in no work. Y'all ain't doing that but put lighter fluid to a fire. Y'all studio rapping about shit, psyching minds out. Got out here crashing out. Jeff, y'all come back and be cool. Man, please, man. Simple. But I know one thing, bro. These tend to be like they from the streets, but they out here be doing all that goofy ass shit, right? And let me tell you something, man. Y'all start idolizing these, man. These I ain't been through that for real, bro. These tending. Been out here beefing and going to war all these years. It's okay to squash beef and move on. But let me tell you what we ain't fit to do. We ain't fit to eat. We ain't fit to eat together. Now that y'all did something to my people, we can squash it. Just because, you know what I mean, what's done is done. You can't take back. But we ain't eating together. The moment we start eating together, nah, ain't how they go. These 10 straight up, bro. Like, we can squash this beef. You go your way, get your money. We go our way and get our money. But what we ain't fit to do, man, we ain't fit to do music together. Yeah, I'm going to speak now. Too much don't happen. You feel me?
he got a point.
I get it. I
He
get
do,
it.
yeah. He's supposed to feel like that, though. Definitely.
Yeah, especially when you was the one putting that work in.
Either one
Risking your life and all that. And the dude sitting behind the phone making the calls and putting the money up is talking about, okay, we done now. We gonna do songs together and all that. Yeah, I ain't feeling that. You know what I mean? But Suleiman ain't feeling Woody. Woody talking stupid. He need to stay off No Jumper before he go back to jail, serving our lives the real gangster. I'd rather wear my kufi than chains. I feel you. Sui.
You know, Suleiman, that's what he been on every time he in the comments. He ain't nothing been different.
I ain't see Woody on No Jumper.
Yeah, he
I
went up
seen
there.
him on
He
there
was just
talking to Wack.
up there.
But in this clip, he making damn good sense. I'm never gonna be a I can't sit down and eat with y'all.
He ain't telling them to kill each other. He just saying like we ain't, you know what I mean?
Yeah, he said
We ain't gotta be cool. Yeah.
It's a different feeling when you have people die, Suleiman, on your side and over something, and now
you gotta know how that
saying
feels.
it's over with. Yeah, that's different. Here we go, North Carolina shooting.
Oh, from the boat.
People killed, at least 8 more wounded after a gunman on a boat opened fire into a crowd at a riverside bar in North Carolina. An evening of music and drinks turned into a night of terror.
The subject on the boat shooting into the building from the boat.
Southport officials saying the gunman on a boat began shooting at patrons of the American Fish Company, a popular waterfront pub about 30 miles south of Wilmington. Officials saying the boat then escaped up the intercoastal waterway. According to the city, a U.S. Coast Guard crew later spotted a man matching the shooter's description at a public boat ramp. He was detained and is now in custody with Oak Island police. Police are calling him a person of interest. No motive has been released.
Keep the community and those involved, our families, in your thoughts and prayers.
No information yet on the victims here. Officials saying they are waiting until the families can be notified to release any further information. Gio.
Oh, what a crazy story. All right, thank you, Olivia.
Terrible.
Well,
Yeah, that's wicked. That sounds like some Mission Impossible 007 type stuff.
They doing drive-bys in boats, man.
And I don't know why the South want to keep their guns so bad. Look what they could do. The
The
South
whole
would be the
music
main
industry,
thing. Yeah, man.
the whole music industry is a prison pipeline. 300 especially. They got life insurance on our brothers, with just products to them. Yeah, I agree.
That's a true statement.
I agree.
Definitely. There's a bunch of people who rap though and not going to jail. So, I mean, you can't rap and not go to jail. You can't do both.
J.
You can't
Cole,
be
Kendrick Lamar. Everybody don't have to be a gangster rapper.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying, man. You can't
Drake.
be
I'd
both.
rather be a Drake or J. Cole or
Mm-hmm.
the church shot up and burnt down in Michigan. Yup.
Yeah, we were just talking about that. So,
Yep.
but
Yeah, everybody don't have to be a gangster rapper.
No, they fall for that, man. They fall for that.
They don't take no talent to do that. That's that type of rap.
Mm-hmm. And most of them that do that type of rap could barely rap. What's the law? The law is them really being shooters and all of that.
Mm-hmm.
That's the real law, the lore about them. Some of them can't even rap. Some of them can, and they make it out. And yeah, Chief Keef started it all. Chief Keef chill and stream all day on GTA. He be chilling.
He ain't even in Chicago no more.
Not even in Chicago.
Where Cross at?
He was on the text, but I don't see him.
Well, I'm gonna have to pull up the Michigan shooting if you can. I got all these windows open. Shortest one they got.
Let's see what we got. So what we working with? Y'all go ahead.
Yeah, man, it's terrible, man. They ain't shooting up anything and everything. Anything and everything. They get emotional and they realize they got a high-powered rifle at the crib and they can do whatever they want with it.
I got one. I ain't gonna play the whole thing.
You got one?
Yeah,
Go ahead.
I ain't gonna play the whole thing though. Where Kurt at?
I thought coming on later though, the gang will be here. That's why I said 9. You know, usually I'll be like 7.
I know.
You know, I be well.
Nora said she running late.
Okay.
No, they said she been Sunday or something too.
We're going to go now to a live news conference with more information.
Township Fire Chief Gent, Genesee County Sheriff's Department Sheriff Chris Swanson, and MSP Michigan State Police Captain Greg Marenko. I'm going to provide an update from the incident that we spoke about earlier today that occurred at the Church of Jesus Christ of Latter-day Saints at 10:25 a.m. I want to talk about our officer's response. That call came out at 10:25 a.m. 32 seconds. We had officers on scene at 10:25 and 57 seconds. The suspect, again, we're in the preliminary stages right now, was neutralized at 10:33:44 in the parking lot of that church. That suspect is a 40-year-old male from the city of Burton, who we identified as Thomas Jacob Sanford. That's Thomas Jacob Sanford, Sanford. Currently where we're at, an update, I gave you 10 victims who were victims of gunshot. Since then, we have 2 victims who are now deceased. One additional one had died at a local hospital. And again, that suspect is deceased as well. 7 other victims at this time are in stable condition. 1 is in critical condition. Now, for the reunification, I had a question earlier about, hey, where can people call to see if their loved one is okay at the reunification center? I want to provide a number for you for that.
Yeah, that's what it is. Another mass shooting. This shit happening every week.
Every week. Every week.
It's happening every week. It's crazy.
Every
What
week.
do we do about it?
It's crazy.
We can't go Devon route, take the guns. That's never happening.
Oh no, I feel like they getting loose or something. Like it's an experiment. Something like somebody doing something like the CIA or something. That I feel like all of this is just something being done by the government. Man, I ain't gonna lie, man. This don't make no sense. This don't make no sense. And I tell everybody, we was just at the park. I'll be like, yo, man, where that's at? Where them things at?
Yeah.
We take them everywhere. We was at the birthday party joint, you know, inside the spot. And you know what was going on after about 7-8 o'clock? Niggas starting to fight in the children's thing. You know, remember the old Toys R Us on Pleasant Hill?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's something called Rokido or something, Rokido, something like that. It's like a
next to Harold's
trampoline park for the kids or whatever. Yeah, next to Harold's in the same shop where Toys R Us was.
Yeah,
it's a Toys R Us spot. You know, all the Toys R Us went out of business. Yeah, man, niggas in there being niggas, boy. I said they ain't got no security here, ain't no police in the front. It was packed. That whole part. You know how big that parking lot is.
Yeah,
that joint was packed, bro. It was packed. No security, no metal detectors, no police, no nothing. And the Asians that run it, they was just standing there looking. It was the workers, the black workers, the girls, shout out to them. They was in the middle. You know what I mean? In the trenches. Them Asians was just looking, standing there looking. You know what I mean? They ain't know what to do. Yeah, it was wild.
Getting in that black on black.
It was wild, and it was like 2 separate joints. You know, man. Hey, I'm gonna leave it like that.
At a kid spot.
At a kid spot. Yep.
Ain't nobody got no chill.
Auntie in the building.
Man.
I'm here though.
Hey,
Auntie in the building. I'm at the. Did we
okay,
we definitely got to take accountability. If we know better, we do better. Our heads would be stuck in the hood and attention instead of a powerful message. D1, Golden Child, Assam, Suja, Khalil, Ismail, Real. Okay, those are a lot of dudes. I rock with D1 though. What's up, Auntie? I rock with D1. Let me see. Start with the truth is a good look and rap about Burkina Faso, Mali, and Niger. The modern day example of the power of African unity and independence be inspired, and let's bring that unity over here. I'm with the unity.
Yeah.
I'm with the unity. You just can't kill somebody on my side and we just do so. We could stop killing each other. We could agree to that. But I'm just saying, I ain't.
So you agree with Woody saying we could squash it, but we can't eat together.
Yeah.
He ain't said nothing wrong.
Yeah.
What you think though, Will, about the guns?
For real. And especially if I'm YFN, I just got stabbed in my neck last year.
2024.
It was 2024, right? Or 23. One of them. I think it was 24. Y'all just stabbed me in my neck in the county jail, bro. There's no way I'm doing a song with y'all. There's no way. On top of my big homie got killed, nut. My homeboy got killed. I'm in here for my homeboy getting shot in the head that we supposedly shot, shooting that job. We shot our own home. I don't know, whatever. They don't know. I don't know who shot him. But at first they were saying YFN shot their own homeboy and threw him out the truck and left. That's what the 2 girls that was there said. They threw them out the truck and left them on the side. I'm not doing that. These niggas is weird. Ain't no way in the world I'm throwing my homeboy out of truck and leaving him on the side of the road to die, bro. I'm going to jail. There's no way.
I feel where you're coming from, Davon.
I'm taking him to the hospital, bro. We just going to jail. No way. I mean, drop him off at the hospital. I'm not leaving him on the side in the street on the side of the road. That's crazy. That's crazy. He's different, man.
Different.
That's crazy. But yeah, I can't. The truth is cool, y'all. I just once we start losing people, we could fight, lose fights, and all that. But once we lost somebody,
they shot up that boy.
Multiple people shot my moms.
Yeah, ain't no way.
Killed my baby moms. Yeah. Thug baby mother got killed. She got shot in the head at a kid party at a bowling alley.
Like you were just saying.
I don't think y'all realize how many people when they locked Young Thug and them up. They said 30% of the murder rate went down.
It dropped immediately.
It dropped. The murder rate in Atlanta, 30% when Thug and YFN got locked up with the jail. Man, a lot of people died, bro. We could call it truth. We need the truth, but I ain't doing no song with y'all. Kurt, what up, man? Tell me something good.
Big Kirk. Can't hear a thing you saying.
That's the weed, man. Let him give him time.
But it ain't click clacking.
Give him time. It's the weed. But y'all want the pastor to grow and sell weed.
I've been asking everybody I've seen about
everybody.
That. They looking at me like I'm crazy.
We're gonna have to play that again. We're gonna have to play that again for the new people that's here that didn't see that.
When I called
Friday.
my grandmother and asked her, she called me a heathen, of course. She said, she sounded like DJ. So you want to sell weed to the kids?
Y'all ready?
Go ahead.
Calvin just sent me this.
Basketball
Appreciate you, Cal.
Police say 3 people were shot at a community center just last night. Atlanta News First senior reporter Patrick Quinn back on the scene today and spoke with gym officials who said these were outside actors.
Today, I was able to talk with the president of this community center where police say the shooting took place on Saturday evening. The president of this faith-based organization, he said that the shooting actually did not take place inside the gymnasium. He said it actually took place outside in the back parking lot and that it did not include anyone involved in this basketball tournament.
It's too bad that something like this would be associated or would find its way to our campus.
Dr. Paul Fortson is president of the Paradise Community Development Corporation, or PCDC, this Forest Park faith-based community center and gymnasium. While police said this shooting started from an argument during a basketball tournament there, Fortnoy said that's not the case. He stressed the shooting took place outside of the gym, and none of those involved in the shooting on Saturday was affiliated with PCDC or the basketball tournament. Police said those shot were taken to the hospital. Dr. Fortson said all 3 people shot are expected to be okay.
And I'm going to tell you, in well over 20 years of having been a part of this community and being impactful here, nothing like this has ever happened.
In the latest crime data, aggravated assaults in Forest Park are down 40% year over year. Dr. Fortson has seen the progress too. PCDC prioritizes youth development and community engagement. He stressed gun violence has no place in Forest Park or this community haven.
They really take ownership of that facility because of the good that it does in the community. So we want to make sure that nothing like this ever happens again.
Forest Park Police has not said if they've made any arrests from this case. If you have any information into this shooting, you're encouraged to reach out to Forest Park Police. From Clayton County, Patrick Quinn, Atlanta News First.
As far as Park,
I actually shot at that gym. I've hooped there.
That same gym?
Yeah, and I actually did photography there. One of the guys, a couple of the guys that be in Calvin League. Shout out to my man Paul, my man Marquise. He from Buffalo too. They hoop up there all the time. They got like the little semi-pro leagues and stuff. That's one of their home gyms.
That's what it was. It was a pro league. You already know.
Yeah,
it was one of them league games.
Shout out to the pastor because he definitely lying. It stemmed from that basketball game, and he just got their back right now. Shout out to the pastor because he definitely lied to them.
You don't want to be sued. That's all that's gonna happen.
Yeah.
You don't want to be sued.
But I've been
there. He wasn't even there.
I ain't never seen no action in there. Like it could have been something that stemmed before they got to the court, but it just happened there.
Yeah, you don't want to be sued. Let me see. What are we looking at? Boom, 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 boom. Kurt, what up? You got your stuff together? What's up? What's up with you? You all right?
Still
you ain't got to get it. You
nope.
Can't hear you,
still
Kurt.
Stuck.
A lot of people will trade common sense for millions. Boom, 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 boom. Birdman need to be big homie instead of profiting off murder. He got Atlanta, Baton Rouge, biggest artist. Cash Money could lead the way. You may be right, sweet. You may be right. He do got some of the biggest artists. He fabricating. Who, the pastor?
The pastor.
Damn shame.
Yeah, that pastor definitely lying.
Absolutely.
But I'm cool with it.
Yeah, he not trying to be sued. That's all. I don't blame him.
No way.
You don't want to get got. That's
Kurt, take them headphones off, Kurt. They got a shortage, man.
Peace, big Kurt.
switch ears. Yo,
Yeah, he
I'm
got
done
them
with y'all
damn.
right there, bro.
That's the
He
weed.
got them. He got them 2002 headphones on. Wrap it around your phone, man. See if that works.
That's the weed, bro.
Wrap it around your phone. See if it works, Kurt.
That's why it ain't working. I could tell you saying something negative.
Hold on, y'all. Hey, for everybody that wasn't here last week, this is the clip of I know Bert didn't hear about this, but this is what we was talking about, Bert.
This is Friday.
Mm-hmm.
Over the air, how Jamal Bryant is my cousin. Yes, I'm embarrassed of such. There's nothing to publicize. But they're writing me, Pastor Jennings, did you hear the latest news about your crazy cousin? Yes. Yes, I have. He got over social media publicly and is encouraging his false church to sell weed.
And a lot of churches are just recycling people from other churches. That's not who I'm after. I'm looking for people that smell like weed. I'm at a place, Rashawn. Really is. New Birth is the largest land-owning Black church in America. Wow. And so my position to my deacons is, why aren't we not raising cannabis? I'll be able to bring in Black males. They're able to do it legally. I'm teaching them farming. Oh my God. I'm helping them to enhance the ecosystem. This is the kind of conversation. So if the guy, Black boy in Bankhead said, they growing weed at the church, where do I join? Yes. I don't need.
And they are willing to buy land to grow cannabis. In other words, they're not letting no opportunity go by if they're going to bring money. This is what a false prophet does. A false prophet is an opportunist. The Bible speaks plain that love of money is the root or the source of all evil. And the Bible declared, while some have coveted after, they have erred from the faith or from the truth and have pierced themselves through with many sorrows. So yes, I heard what the heathen said. He's a heathen. He's of the devil. He's a sinner.
We're all sinners.
Put a 100 in the chat if you agree with Brother Jamal. Is he a detriment to our people, or is he thinking progressive?
Calvin said, "Do the clown." Calvin said, "Do the clown." Auntie said, "That's crazy talk."
I'm crazy then, Auntie.
Johnny said, "Wow." Yeah, that don't make no sense, Will. Yeah, that don't make no sense. That don't make no sense.
Yeah.
That don't make no sense.
I done got bombed on by my grandparents already.
What's good,
I
brother?
need to get bombed on by the chat too. But I still stand where I stand, man.
So who's staying with Davon, man? He said this is good for the people.
Say it's good for the people. I say it's a lesser evil.
Butter said he agreed.
Yeah, we and Butter talked about it like this earlier.
Auntie, well, Christ himself hung out with killers, thieves, and hoes. We're not talking about hanging out. He's talking about the church becoming a drug dealer, a drug operation.
Not what he's talking about, BJ, man.
You know what I'm saying?
And you know that's how you paint the narrative, man. That's not what he's talking about. What he said was, if I could reach the kids in the community through weed, I would rather do that. That's what he said.
You gotta think about what you're gonna say before you say it.
After
if he's gonna grow weed on the land of the church and sell it, what is he doing?
Okay, you don't have to be selling it to kids, and he can be selling it to dispensaries and all that.
This is what happens, right? This is what I was just talking to my mother and Dawu about. The reason why I don't even know what to call them. The left, the liberals, whatever. The reason why Charlie Kirk was able to sit in front of them and look so intelligent and be right all the time, because people will try to justify some wrong stuff. It's wrong. You just trying to justify it. Oh, if he reached the kids and that, no, it's wrong. What you mean? We trying to reach the kids with wrong, with evil, through weed, through a drug. That's how we reaching the kids.
First off, if we growing or if we growing weed or anything, you got to be 18 years or older. So ain't nobody a kid.
You adding stuff to the pot. All right, 18 and over, it don't matter. First of all, the church is supposed to be a holy ground, a holy spot, a holy place. You talking about reaching kids off Bankhead out the street because you want to sell weed to them now instead of the dispensaries and the people on the corner selling weed to them?
You said 18-year-olds.
You talking about it? You talking about it? I don't care about the age.
I'm talking about young adults.
We talking about the church growing and selling weed. That's what we talking about. That's what we talking about. I don't care who is trying to reach. I don't care what it is. It's wrong. So next, like Dawood was saying, if that works out, prostitution is next because, like you said before, weed is legal. Prostitution is legal too in Nevada. Y'all can't pick and choose when you go down that slippery slope. You can't pick and choose what's right and what's wrong. At that point, it's over with. Everything is accepted. That's the problem with America now. We done accepted everything.
Is being a pastor a profession?
Yeah.
You get paid for being a pastor?
Yes, you do.
Not all of them. Not all of them. A real pastor don't get paid for being a pastor. Geno Jennings don't. Geno has a job, and he speaks on that too. A real pastor ain't supposed to get paid. The money that comes from the people is to keep the church going.
Mm-hmm.
Like Geno said, every pastor should have a job. He talks on that too. But I mean, regards to what? You missing the point. Wrong is wrong. Regards to what? You trying to find a way to make wrong right. It's wrong.
I don't think weed is wrong. So
okay, so just say that. Just say that, and we could just kill that. You know what I mean?
That's where your argument stems from. So
yeah, just say you don't think weed is wrong. So that's cool. What's good, Cross? You don't think weed is wrong? I guess
Friday though, is if the church really wanted to help, there's other avenues they could go.
Butter?
Definitely.
What y'all think in the chat? Y'all think weed wrong? Do y'all think weed is wrong?
I said drop a 100 if they agree with Davon. Ain't nobody drop no 100.
Yeah, it's not about no weed for real. I'm staying with nephew. Oh, Butter, you a weed head. All the weed heads is gonna stand together. Butter, Davon, Kurt, all the weed heads is gonna stay together. Is gonna stand together. Kurt, you ready? We can't have you rolling up on camera, bro.
Absolutely not.
It's
Josh
wrong.
Says weed is not wrong.
We can't
weed
hit
from the holy weed though, Josh.
We hope so, Auntie.
Weed is wrong based on whose ideology?
He's not talking about opening a pharmacy.
Man, if you open a pharmaceutical, if a pastor owned a pharmacy, knowing that pharmaceutical drugs was the biggest detriment to the community, will he be wrong?
If what? Say it one more time.
If a pastor owned a pharmaceutical clinic, right, knowing that pharmacy drugs is the number one hurt to the community as far as drugs go, would he be wrong for owning a pharmaceutical place?
Well, you got the comment.
A step further, you can even get weed from certain doctors. You can get a weed license. They tried to give me one for my leg.
Josh said weed is not wrong. All the weed smokers is saying weed is not wrong. All the weed smokers are saying weed is not wrong.
Maine says the weed is not wrong, but the pastor is bugging. That's my view too. Like, y'all do what y'all do, but not at church. Like Mom said on Friday, addicts come to the church to heal, not get high. So ain't no separation now. The church is, y'all know how I don't voice many times how I feel about the church. They in the way anyway. So he ain't the only one. He's probably the only one that said it out loud.
I personally don't look at weed as a Class A drug. I think we didn't really start looking at weed as this type of big drug until the government did anyway. But that's a whole nother argument. But yeah, I don't look at weed as a big bad drugs. Sorry.
BJ, why is it wrong? Why do you think it's wrong?
Because I think anything is wrong that you take and messes up your sense of any of your senses. Tell you the truth, it messes up your faculties, your brain. It slows you down. It throws you off. You know what I'm saying? That's like drinking. You know what I mean? Anything that disrupts your normal activity of your brain, whatever your brain is supposed to be doing, I feel like it's wrong. I don't see anything right about it. Now, if you do have marijuana, they do use marijuana for medical purposes. That's something different. You know what I'm saying? But it's wrong in my eyes. I still say it's wrong. I still say it's wrong. Just like I say the heroin that they use for medical purposes is wrong. Why do you think it's right?
I don't think it's right. I just don't think it's wrong. But I think a lot of medicine that people use for a lot of different reasons messes up with your senses. A lot of medicine makes you, like, it's just a very broad definition to define something that's wrong as something that messes with your senses. I think alcohol is wrong because it makes you violent. It makes you angry. It changes your temperament. But I don't think weed changes your temperament in a negative way. I just don't see it as wrong. Like, yeah, it messes with your senses. I don't know. Allergy medicine messes with my senses more than weed sometimes. Like, it's a lot of different things that mess with my senses that I don't think are wrong.
It's amazing that all the weed smokers don't think weed is wrong.
Yeah, of course. That's why we smoke. If I thought it was wrong, I wouldn't be smoking.
So y'all biased. Y'all biased to what's right and wrong. Yeah, you know you could do things that's wrong, right? Just because you do it don't make it right.
I know.
That's like saying all the. My fault, no.
No problem. I never said that alcohol was right when I used to drink alcohol more. I never used to think it was right. I always used to feel like it was wrong. I never used to feel good about it. I always used to think I shouldn't be doing it. I just don't have that feeling about weed.
But where do we draw the line, though? I'm not saying weed is wrong or right, but it's wrong for the church, right? That's like having a damn liquor store inside of the church. Like after service, y'all just go get y'all fifth of Henny and keep it pushing.
If you don't think there's anything wrong with getting high, you're a junkie.
Oh.
Yo, you don't think there's wrong with anything getting high, you're a junkie.
This is what BJ mentioned Friday, what Miss Williams comment. We make most people think better. That's what they think. Yeah, I don't know if that's fact.
That's crazy. That's crazy. That's crazy. We make most people think better. That's what they think when they high. Look at Kirk. Kirk think he
I ain't gonna hold you, man. This is the time that I can smoke and it's the time
BJ, you starting to sound like a clown, man.
Look at Kirk.
Your mic working now.
No, I took that earphone out. I think I might have stepped on it.
Why you stepped on it while you was high.
We missed some comments. Suleiman says weed can heal anxiety or pain from cancer. There are benefits medically. But his comment before that was saying that it's wrong to smoke it. It could be used in teas or something to that effect.
We getting away from the real topic at hand. It's the church growing and selling it, bro.
That's a fact.
Like, come on. I'm not gonna respect the church that grows weed and sells it for people to get high, to act like they're bringing them to the church to learn something about the spiritual righteousness or of any kind of God. You know what I'm saying? Move to India for that.
What if the church is growing weed and not selling it and handing it out to its older people who believe that they don't want to take any of those over-the-counter medicines?
It don't matter what scenario you come with, cuz I'm gonna say no.
You against it?
Yeah, it don't matter what scenario you come with, cuz it's a no for me.
Sis says not of God. That's insane.
Everything is of God. Everything that's created, right? That's our rules in the book. Everything is created of God. He created everything. That's what y'all tell me.
Weed is being consumed is wrong as far as smoke. If weed is converted to tea or in food, then that's different. Destroying your lungs isn't spiritual or healthy. That's one right there.
Yeah.
People been
Johnny
smoking
says leave the
peyote since the
weed out of
beginning
the
of the
church.
time.
Leave the weed out of church.
I wouldn't have a problem with that, either, but I don't think it's wrong either. I'm not gonna say I think it's wrong.
If they move forward with that, who benefits from the profits of the weed selling? Because there's
I would
tens
hope
and
that
hundreds of millions of dollars being made. Who benefits?
I will hope the kids who's working in the farms and them putting toward other churches and other communities.
You will
because
hope.
they're not doing that now.
You will hope.
Like
I mean, I can't tell you what he's gonna do with it. I would hope he would help other black communities and help the elderly, our elderly.
what's Pastor Brian Church? New Faith, New Hope,
New birth, something
New
like
Birth.
that. Mm-hmm.
What are they doing anything now? They collect a good.
Have
good
they
amount
ever
of
done
money.
anything?
Yeah, that's what I want to know. I don't know for sure because I don't follow him or them. But I know they collecting a shit ton of money.
I haven't seen since before like the civil rights movement or whatever. I haven't seen churches really do anything for the community. It's plenty of churches that's rich. These dudes got private jets and stuff. What are we talking about? We want a nigga that with private jets and all this other stuff. New Birth got plenty of money for years. They've been getting money.
Right.
He already said he got
want them
what 10 acres of land
You want
already?
them selling weed already? You know how you could get the youth to come to church, offer them a job, create something that offer jobs, not growing weed, offer a job. They can turn that into a farm and have a supermarket. You know what I'm saying? There's plenty of jobs they can offer to create. Start a construction business. Start anything that people need from the church. New Birth Construction, New Birth Trucking, New Birth HVAC, New Birth Electrician.
But not for nothing. There's plenty of those programs out there now. No, none of them kids gravitate toward none of them.
Damn, we're missing a lot of
I'm
comments.
just being real.
So the weed is the way to
Not saying it's
get
the
their
way to go.
attention.
I'm not saying it's the way to go. I'm just saying from what I see, there's a bunch of programs that offer free HVAC, free vocation. You can go get your CDLs for free. You go get a bunch of classes that the government will pay for and give you money for the books for free. In case anybody don't know, if this reaches anybody's future ears, you could get all those classes for free. You don't have to wait for no church to build it. But if somebody wants to meet them halfway, that's don't want to do all of this. Kids out here who don't want to be an HVAC, who don't. I hear so many kids nowadays who say they want to grow weed, who want to do that, who's in that young adult phase. That's what they want to do.
What kids you talking about, Davon? What kids you talking about?
I'm talking about from that younger age group, that 18 to let's just say 25 to 26 range. They want
to grow weed so they can smoke it. But what kids you talking about? You know, where you seeing these kids at that say they want to grow weed? What are you talking about?
That's just all I'm
on the internet.
No, I mean Amazon. There's a bunch of kids.
You talking about some niggas working at Amazon? Talking about they want to sell.
I'm not just talking
weed?
about them, BJ. I'm talking about all over, from the here on the internet or whatever the case. I'm not into no public schools or no public colleges or anything like that. So I wouldn't be able to tell you
what about the kids in front of you, man? What about if it's this nigga Jamal Bryant that's right here in Georgia, man? Talking about getting kids from Bankhead and all that stuff. We ain't talking about internet kids and niggas working at Amazon. Niggas don't even have a house. Niggas live in apartments and all that. Talking about growing weed. Niggas don't even have land. New Birth has land. I don't care what them kids want to do. You don't listen to the kids. You tell the kids what's right and what's wrong. You tell them which way they should go. You can't listen. They don't know no better. They don't know no better. Of course they supposed to be like, yeah, I want to sell weed. Of course they supposed to be saying that.
So he the definition of a false prophet.
Yeah, he ain't no prophet to me. He go for anything. He go for anything.
I just believe weed's going through its own prohibition.
What makes weed wrong? What makes weed wrong, Will? No, you said it wasn't wrong.
The federal government said it was wrong.
It does when you don't got none. When the weed head don't have weed, they get crazy. That's true, Cross.
Crazy when I didn't have weed.
Toxic. Who that was? Weed is legal in certain places, but yeah, what you do about that? The places that weed not legal. He's in Georgia. I just got sentenced to a 10-4 for weed. Yeah, I just had a 10-year sentence, suspended 6 years. I just had to do I just copped out to a 4-year sentence for weed, possession of marijuana. That was the last time I came home from that.
I
In
remember.
Georgia. Satan can take many things Allah made and use it for evil intent.
I was
Those spiritually in
outside.
tune see the difference. He was laughing. And Kurt, you still with it, right? Drinking after church ain't no problem. Yo, Felicia, I don't know where you going, man. I don't know where you going tonight.
She probably didn't hear what I said.
Yo.
I said if the church is selling the Hennessy, then what's the difference from them selling the weed? I don't care if you drink after church.
I don't know where you going tonight. No, you better mute your mic. I hear you laughing and shit. I don't know what you got going on.
BJ, I'm laughing at Felicia comment.
Oh.
But I kind of agree. Like they've been drinking it. They always drink wine at church, right?
Not always.
No,
It's like,
it be cranberry juice and all that. Nah.
It don't. There's no liquor drinking.
I'm with Gino.
There's no
some
drinking
churches
wine
do.
with alcohol on Christmas at church.
Some churches
Kurt,
do.
I'm asking Kurt, not BJ. I know you ain't been to church on
bad.
Christmas, BJ.
Okay. You think Kurt been to church more than me?
Yeah, I do.
Go ahead.
I grew up.
I was about to say yeah too.
Wait a minute. I grew up in the church, and that's where that's why I ain't said nothing. Cause the last time I said something about it, they promote. I promise you. Now I don't know what church BJ been going to, but they promote women with these tight dresses. They even start creating dance in the church where they twerking and talking about they praising God. And them same pastors that's preaching, I'm teaching spirituality. They have all kind of extramarital affairs in the church. They promote that. They bring these women in. Everybody is trying to compete against each other and how they dress. They wearing tight stuff. So the moral turpitude of a lot of churches in America is corrupt anyway.
This is your
I
fault,
say
Noah.
kids where they at. Okay, you're smoking weed anyway. You're gonna say, and most pastors' children are the worst ones. What is you talking about? What they supposed to be teaching? They teach that to their kids, and they turn out to be terrible. My brother's son was a pastor's son, and he got his head blown off being over there in the drug neighborhood. Oh, but he's one of them that y'all call, he was a good kid. We should have reached him. No. They rejected him, and because he was into drugs, that's where he went.
Real quick. Nora, what was your question for Kurt?
When you used to be at the church on Christmas, did they used to drink wine with alcohol in it or berry juice or whatever BJ was saying? They drink wine with liquor?
I think they had liquor, wine rather, which is liquor anyway, but
Yeah, not berry juice. Exactly. So I don't see weed as being any different than that, to be honest. Like I feel like wine alters your senses more than weed would. But I don't think that the church should be growing and selling it. But I just don't like. I was
That's what we talking about.
That's
the church
issue,
growing and selling it. That's exactly what we talking about.
I don't think church should be selling wine. Consumption is different from selling. I don't think church should be selling any sort of substances.
Church don't sell wine.
Exactly, I know. But I'm saying when it comes to consumption, I'm fine with consumption of wine or weed. If that's how they want to lure the kids to church, lure them with wine, you can lure them with weed.
But nobody's being lured with wine. It's a communion. The cup is this small.
It's a piece of
you
a
get a
sip.
shot.
It
What
ain't even an
are y'all
ounce.
talking? What? That's what you get for asking Kurt.
It's still a pagan culture. You keep hollering about this Bible, but the Bible as you know it was transcribed from a whole different language and under their interpretation, just like the laws of this land. A pastor down in Georgia once told me how obscure the church have become, especially when they talk about give a tenth of your earning to the church. You know what I'm saying? He said, give to Caesar what belongs to Caesar, give to God what belongs to God. Right? Okay. Jesus said, "Give to Caesar what belongs to Caesar" first, because he realized that Caesar representative in that verse means your rent, your electric, your food
Where we
bill.
going right now? Where we going right now, Kurt? We
Okay,
talking
but
about weed
you
and
know,
wine.
Off the deep end.
all I'm saying is the church always is promoting what they think is right or wrong.
The church is supposed to go. The church is supposed to stay to the scriptures of whatever scriptures they going by.
They
So if they
supposed
going
to do,
outside the scriptures, then we're not talking about that kind of church, Kurt. Just like we're not talking about this.
but they going outside the scriptures when they take up them collections 2 and 3 times a day. They go outside. They go outside the church when they promote these extramarital affairs and babies being born into single parent families.
You talking about so you're talking about individualities, man. You're talking about individual people. We talking about the church and what it's supposed
You
to stand.
talking about right or wrong? I thought it was about a right or wrong concept.
You're right. That's Shekinah says that's not of God. That's insane. You're right, Kurt. I'm not even about to sit here and go back and forth about that. You want to talk about extramarital affairs and babies and wedlock and all that. We talking about weed, bro. You can't.
Okay,
We talking about a pastor that is making a decision to grow and sell weed out of his church.
If it's legal, if it's legal, I don't think nothing should be sold out of church. Not dinner, after church, none of that.
Technically, he right.
So then okay.
But
I'm not even
you're
gonna talk about
talking about an
That's what we got.
individual church or two. Because I've been to a dozen of churches. They ain't never dinner be free at the church if they choose to have it. I don't know where they selling plates at.
I've seen both. I've seen several places and I've seen truth. And
So
I've
that's
seen
what I'm saying.
free.
We can't talk about individual places, and we're talking about the church as an entity should not be profited off the sale of marijuana. That's the point.
I don't think the
Church as an entity shouldn't be profiting off of anything.
They shouldn't profit off the people because God's word ain't for sale.
Let me ask you this: How is the church gonna pay its bills if it don't profit off? If it don't profit, if the people don't support the church financially, how does it stand?
It don't.
It don't.
So what are we talking about? What are we talking about, bro?
I don't know.
Then
That's
why
what
did
she
tipping
don't
cough
put the
medicine,
battery
not
in Kurt and then went faded to the black.
Leave the weed out the church. Yes, sir, Johnny. I agree. Yvonne, you want church to be a drug distribution? Yeah, him and Kurt.
No, I don't.
Him, Kurt, and Noah.
No, what I want is I'm one of the people that you shouldn't even. I don't like religion at all. Anyway, I'm the wrong person to come out with any type of church. Your mosque. Anything. I'm the wrong person. I don't believe in none of y'all religions.
You don't have to believe. You don't have to
I am
believe in a.
strictly with God. I got
You don't
my
have to
own
believe in a
communication
religion,
straight
bro.
to Him.
You don't need
So
you to believe in a religion to
it can
make a
keep all those
decision
churches.
about a church growing and selling weed. You ain't got to believe in a religion.
My point
I'm not
is,
big on that neither.
My point is,
But
I
it's
fall
wrong.
for a lesser evil. So I feel like it's a lesser evil to have the kids off the street not getting killed that way.
Okay, so there's a difference between a person that's with lesser evil and a person that's not with evil at all. That's the difference. That's the difference. The pastor ain't supposed to consume to no kind of evil. None. Not a lesser evil or nothing. Evil is evil. Lesser, more, in between, evil.
True.
You're not supposed to indulge in
But
that
once
at all.
again,
Ain't no but.
not
Ain't no
even the
but.
pastor, 100% without sin. He ain't Jesus either. He got to wake up and ask for forgiveness every morning, just like
Yeah,
everybody
that's
else.
cool. We talking about weed right now. I ain't talking about. I don't know his other sins. We talking about that man. We know he talking some craziness because he actually said it out of his mouth. I don't know anything else in his closet. I ain't looking in his closet. But
Or
that
any
man
other
said it's crazy.
pastor's closet.
If you take cough medicine, it can alter your state of mind. When some people does it make it wrong. With some people does it make it wrong. Yes. If you taking cough medicine and you don't need it, and you just drinking cough medicine to drink it, you're wrong. Yeah. Right and wrong is simple. Leave weed out church. Easy. It's definitely wrong and ungodly. The church is supposed to be a spiritual environment, but the church has gone away from universal laws. They're ignoring Allah's laws to recruit more sinners who like sin. That's a good way to put it, Suleiman. That's a good way to put it. Geno's is one of the few churches on point. That's a fact.
I
That's why
don't look at
Gino is
weed as
able
being
to.
sin.
That's why Gino is able to speak on it.
Who says weed is sinful?
The church is rich as hell. I mean, we don't even got to get into sinful and all that. It's just wrong for the church to grow a substance that is illegal. First of all, it is illegal in some states like Georgia. It's illegal, and I don't know how these guys are selling weed out the store and all that. You get caught driving with it, you get a charge. So it's illegal in Georgia. The church always was involved in drug dealing through history. Yeah, see, I don't see now we going somewhere else. What drugs, Suleiman? He's probably already a drug dealer. He's just trying to get the church behind him. What drugs, Suleiman?
That was funny.
Sell weed. If kids are aspiring to sell weed, that's a problem. I agree 100%, Shekinah. 100%. 100%. Liquor never go wrong in the church.
Oh, man.
Felicia, you trolling. You trolling now, Felicia. You trolling now, Felicia. Noah love that. Look, every time Felicia says something, Noah come back. Every time Felicia says something, Noah
Every
come back.
Christian I ever met, like when I grew up, it was like 2% Christians around us that were always just act like liquor was a big part of their culture. They were the only ones in the country that was able to drink, the only ones that was able to own liquor stores, the only ones that drank wine and holidays. So it was a big thing. The Christians always really
Those ain't real Christians.
I don't know,
Those
maybe
ain't
that's just Middle Eastern Christians, but it was always a thing.
If I wanted to end learning how to make booze, is that a sin? If one of our kids owned a distillery and learned how to make beers and did all that with yeast and all of that, is that a sin?
What, making the wine and stuff?
Yeah, if they learned how to make wine, liquor, and all of that, is that a sin? You consider that a sin?
I don't know what a sin is or what. I'm not here to judge sins. I'm saying what's wrong and all that. You
I
said
don't
making
think.
wine?
Okay, I don't know. I don't think learning how to grow weed is wrong. I don't think that's wrong.
All right, well, that's where we're gonna leave it at. What else you had for me, BJ? You said Offset was seeking alimony from it or palimony from his ex-wife.
Yeah, if you got a clip for that? I don't got no clip for it.
I didn't have one.
I'm gonna go through these comments.
What the chat think about men collecting alimony from?
Cuz, see if you can find that clip for me right quick. Offset trying to get alimony from Cardi B. Let me run through these comments. The only church that should benefit from weed are the rosters. They've been fighting for that for years. Everyone else just jumping on the bandwagon.
Right.
I'm about to just text away for you. They go find it.
That church has the spirit of Shaitan, Satan, in any way, since their other pastor, Eddie Long, was having sex with the allegedly that church has the spirit of Shaitan, Satan, in it anyway, since their other pastor Eddie Long was having sex with all of those boys. Allegedly.
That was that same church?
What's up,
With
Bridge?
the weed? That's bad.
Yeah. Yeah.
I got wifey looking it up. She gonna send it to me.
Check out Save Institute, a Muslim boys program teaching young men how to grow food in Atlanta, Georgia. Yeah, I've been said the Muslims have a farm in Georgia somewhere. I don't think it's Atlanta. I think it's outside of Atlanta. But I think y'all missing his point. He was being fictitious. Who was facetious?
She talking about Jamal.
You think so?
She don't think he was being serious. We hope he wasn't being serious, but
that's Eddie Long's spirit in there.
Moms.
You know what? You got a point, because he sure said Cam Newton legs was sexy or something.
That was ridiculous. Now, see,
you got a point, Ma. You have a point.
Too far, Ma. Come on.
You have a point. He using what he know to reach the up and coming generations. Yeah, okay. Church got a smoke session and drink. Felicia, I'm gonna stop pulling your comments up. You troll. Everything crazy now.
She been hacked.
Bruh, Mr. Kirk. What happened, Derek?
Because he always do that.
What happened, Derek?
One question, bro. And he went all the way to shaking ass. And
First of all, tell them don't spell my name like Charlie Kirk. It's not spelled like that. It's Kurt. Kurt. not Kirk.
Put some respect on it.
That's right, Kirk.
That's like
That's
me
right,
calling
Kirk.
you. Hey, that's like me calling you BJ Johnston.
What? Oh, what?
For some reason, he
Ain't his
always
last
got
name?
I always got to be the example for some reason. BJ, it's like you.
You the host of the program, so you got to take some of the. You got to.
Will is
Will is
too.
the host. Man.
Will is too.
Well, I got mine for Will. He needs to just, whatever.
Will's
He
the host. We're the
just,
antagonizers, man.
Kurt said it with his chest. LOL.
Yeah, man.
hey,
What
I
Bree
see.
say?
Hey, Davon, I see you. You got one lit up too, right?
It ain't
All
lit
right.
yet.
All right.
I had to
Well,
wait for that. We had to spin the block on that last
Church
chapter
does
without
not drink on Christmas.
the win.
Well, they got shows on TV promoting getting pregnant at 16. People not complaining and outraged about that, but pastor trying to teach people how to farm and harvest crops is wrong because the crop is weed. Yeah,
No, MTV
exactly.
Did,
you got it, butter.
Some
butter, you got it.
kickback about that.
Yeah, exactly.
No, they was talking about that 16 and
spoiled
pregnant.
cup, not
He
even a
can't
shot of
find no,
wine for the community. They are not selling the wine. Shekinah, she asked Kurt. That was the problem. She asked Kurt.
First mistake.
You can't find no
million
vid
is
clips,
once a
but they
month.
got a bunch of. They can't find no vid clips of the
Mr.
offset
Kurt,
thing. What
it's
you call it?
K-U-R-T. Mr. Kurt, you can't define the church based on assumption. Uh-oh.
I don't have to assume. I done seen women turning tricks with the pastor. The hell are you talking about?
Bro, that's
Felicia,
not no
what church you
then.
go to? Hold on, let me read that so Noah could laugh. It's okay being
She
tipsy
laughing.
before church.
No, tipsy now.
Noah tipsy
No,
now.
she's not.
Mass, hey, Suleiman, you got a point, bro. I'm starting to think Islam is the better way to go than Christianity. I don't know. Masjid never do these things. They're really trying to serve God, or they really trying to serve God?
They're really trying to serve God.
Okay, y'all help me out, man. I could barely see.
Yeah, I feel like a blanket ban is just easier to wrap my head around. If you want to say certain things are of God and certain things aren't, alcohol is the last thing that should be of God.
Kurt trying to prove he go to church. I don't know what Kurt trying to prove, kind of.
I ain't trying to prove. And they keep
Kurt with a T. Kurt.
Kurt with a T. K-U-R-T, not like Kirk Charlie or whoever the hell his name is.
Your name should be on the screen. Islam is the truth. Islam is perfect, but Muslims aren't. Christianity can be perfect too, but Christians aren't. They accept too much. See, Islam is not gonna accept all that bullshit. Islam ain't gonna go for it. Islam not gonna go for all the gay stuff, the drugs and the sex and the liquor and all that. Islam is gonna stick to what they stick to. You know what I mean? It's only people like Noah that's gonna come to America and try to twist and turn Islam, you know what I'm saying, to her benefit. But other than that, Islam stay firm. You're right. You're 100% right, Suleiman. It's the Muslim, it's the person, it's not Islam.
You saying you can't? Some of them Islams don't look at black people as Islamic.
People get it so wrong. They think the church was made for saints. No, just like the hospital having everyone there sick.
You heard me, BJ?
What'd you say?
Some of them Islamic mosques don't look at black people as Islam.
Yeah, that's true. I mean, it's division within everything. It's division. Them Arabs don't mess with black Muslims. No, I know that. I went backwards.
I heard one dude say he won't even touch his arm. That's crazy. Yo, somebody spell your name.
Whoever that guy is that keep naming my name, Kurt.
Real Kurt.
He typed those before you corrected him, Kurt. So
yeah,
if he do it again,
you might don't worry about it because everybody calling you Kirk. What about the church trying to make people pay $1,000?
I seen that video.
They can't leave the church.
I don't. That video.
Felicia, I don't have no defense.
Yeah, it was one personal.
I'm not defending that. I don't know. That was crazy. That was crazy. That would have made me leave the church. That'd have made me leave.
I would have left right then and there. And
It's
Kurt, you
not
got some
unfair,
nerves
man.
talking about somebody say my name, Kurt. Pause. How you say my name? Pronounce my name. Because you say it wrong.
Davon.
Oh, now you want to say it right. Now you want to say it right. I was
What is it?
Davion for weeks.
Oh, well, that's what I thought it was, Davion. Until they corrected me, and it was Davon from then on.
Mm-hmm.
All right, hold on, y'all.
Go ahead.
I'm bringing this up. I want to get to the
I'm
bottom of
on
these.
your side, weed head.
Churches in Harlem took under table
We
donations
cooler
from
than
kingpins
Kurt.
selling crack heroin. They made an effort to silence protests against the distribution of some corrupt church. I don't know. What church you talking about? So I don't know. You ain't gonna just start dumping on churches and just make it seem like the mass jizz is just perfect. You ain't gonna go that far. He wants a house, wants Cardi to pay his taxes. We getting into that next, Bree.
I sent the link, BJ. I sent a link. I sent.
Yeah, he sent it in the group chat.
Well, you can finish out
Group
these
chat.
comments for me, please.
Yeah, I don't know where you at, but if
Right there,
y'all think
that
y'all
one.
think about liquor is good for you like red wine, and you put it on your food too. But I think Kurt,
I
I don't
evaporate
know
the
the
liquor when I
the
put it in my.
churches Kurt been to. He went to some pretty dumpy churches because they twerking, selling sex to the pastor right in his face. He got a lot of information to not be involved. That's all I wanted to bring to the forefront.
Kurt was
Hey,
the one bringing the husband. Kurt was the plug for the pastor.
hey, I'm a brother to a pastor.
What happened to if you see something, say something? Not at that church, huh?
Oh, then they excommunicate you.
Derek says people get it so wrong. They think the church was made for saints. We read this one already. Just like the
Yeah.
hospital having everyone there sick. We didn't read his next one though. Sin is inevitable. It was only Christ who had no sin on earth. Don't
That's
just
my point
define the
was.
church by you here have done. Everyone is trying to live right.
Yeah, but everybody is saying that, right? But you don't strive, you don't intentionally sin as a pastor, as a church. You don't wake up the day up. You don't wake up any day and say, I'm gonna do this. I know it's wrong, but I'm gonna do this because we can make money off of it and bring some of the youth and all this other thing. You know it's wrong. You don't intentionally do sin and cover it up by, oh, we're gonna attract the youth and this, that, and the third. And come on, man. You don't intentionally do that. There's a difference between you intentionally doing something and you not.
Do we all agree
what up,
that
Korean?
one sin
Aloha.
is no? Do we
Aloha.
agree that no sin is greater than another?
We already discussed that. But
Yeah, sin is
it's
sin.
your own belief.
It's
Yeah,
everybody belief. We all gonna agree to disagree on this one, man. It's clear.
Kirk Church was full of drama. I'm assuming it was a small church. They stayed messy. You're right, BJ, and that's the
it's
part
been
I
full
agree
of drama since the beginning.
All right, what y'all
Platinum
think
says,
about
if
this
you know
offset?
better, you do better.
Offset joint.
Basically, to ensure, like you said, and the financial dependent spouse receives a reasonable financial support after the divorce or legal separation. But his team is saying he don't need the money.
Mhm.
He's doing this because he's trying to get his own method of how to control the situation. So that's different in their case. But in other people's cases, yeah, you got to keep up
Yeah,
with.
some of y'all just be broke. A lot of y'all men just be broke,
Yeah.
and the woman was making all the money. So I completely understand why y'all want spousal support. I guess in the case like Offset, that's what I'm asking. Why would Offset need spousal support? He makes his own money.
But I guess that's just a play in court. But like
And he
you
didn't
said,
need Cardi to make money.
No,
No.
it's just a play in court. But they both make money. And like you said, if the woman or the wife has the kids and they're maintaining the kids every day, is at the house, you're paying for food, you're paying for Sky Zone and everything. Yeah.
And I just want you to know that if you're a man asking for spousal support, we're going to look at you and think you're broke. Okay, we're going to look at you and think that you are just mooching off this woman.
Yeah,
Okay,
because it's basically to ensure, like you said, and the financial dependent spouse receives a reasonable financial support after the divorce or legal separation. But his team is saying he don't need the money. He's doing this because he's trying to.
Well, fellas, if y'all try to get alimony or any kind of financial support from your ex-wife or wife or whatever, y'all broke. It's wrong. What you think about that, Noah?
I think it's wrong, especially in this case in particular, it's very wrong. But I think in general, like spousal support got nothing to do with who keeps the kids and who doesn't. Like obviously, if y'all like spousal support is just about maintaining the quality of life that you afforded your partner before the divorce. If you gave them a certain quality of life for a number of years, then you're expected to maintain it after the divorce. Obviously, that makes no sense when his net worth is 35 million and her net worth is 110. She got more money, but it's not like she was affording him this higher quality of life that justifies him asking for money after. I think it's stupid. I think in any case, like a man shouldn't. I don't know. There's limited cases where I can see why a man would ask, but definitely not at that level of wealth.
In this case, he wants to support because she's pregnant by another man.
Exactly. Like obviously, it's just some bitter shit.
Brianna says Mary J. Blige was ordered to pay her ex-husband Kendall Isaac $30,000 per month. Yeah, but he wasn't doing nothing. Yeah,
he didn't have nothing.
In this case, like in that case, I'd see why the man would ask for it. If you actually got with somebody like Mary Blige and you were living a certain lifestyle,
get it.
Yeah.
You think so?
Well, he already got it. All of them. Halle Berry, baby father.
No, I'm talking about Offset.
Oh, Britney Spears. I think Offset should get some. She got pregnant and they still married. She got pregnant by somebody else. They still married.
He cheated
But no, you gotta in the court of law. She was supposed to divorce him, bring all of that to the table, whatever, and be done with it. She stuck around, and instead of her doing it the right way, she waited. You know what I'm saying?
She didn't have a baby. Sorry, go on.
She's still married now. They're still married.
But they're separated. That's the thing. Separated. It doesn't matter if you're legally married. If you're public, if you've separated, you can have a kid by somebody else. It was not
That's
like they were.
That's crazy.
And
I don't even see how that's possible.
Y'all all know who Alter Blank is, right?
I don't even see how that's possible.
Oh no, the fact and Home Depot. Do you know how Lowe's got started?
No.
One of his ex-wives divorced him, took that bread and started Lowe's. You know the only company that rivals Home Depot? Lowe's. In that essence, I don't care what the man is, Mary J. Blige or any man. If you can get half, go get half. Because she'll do it to you. She'll do it to you.
He just need to leave that girl alone. They did what they did and just let bygones be bygones. He don't need the money. She don't need the money.
I don't care. Make it fair.
I ain't gonna lie.
If she get on that same stuff he on and sue him for child support, she's gonna get it, and she's gonna get a pretty penny, no matter how much she got.
Yeah.
So he need to just let it go.
I think
because I've been through the system like that on both ends. I think spousal support is just a means to punish the ex-spouse. Child support is the support of taking care of your seed. You know what I'm saying? That has nothing to do with what they had going on. Whatever they had going on, they trying to punish each other. Well, he trying to punish her, it seems like. Dude, you got some money. Leave that woman's money alone. She do need to get child support because, taking care of children takes more than money. It takes time. You got to give quality time. You got to be there. I got an ex-wife that every time they found her in Atlanta, she quit her job. Child support is just what it is. It's just helping to support your seed. Once the spouses separate, why should they either one have to support the next one?
No, I'm not with that. I'm not with that.
It's not oftentimes that the woman makes more than the man, so we don't see this part of it often. But when women leave the relationship, they ask for alimony. And
I'm not jacking all of that. He's bitter and it should be on the man. Now, I'm not jacking all that. Nah, if it was the other way around, you wouldn't be saying she's bitter. You wouldn't be saying she's this and she's that. We're not gonna do that, man. Just because somebody make another check and it's the woman. Now we live in a time where we all want to be equal, right? Equal and pay up.
Devon, but there's no situation in practice where we're actually equal. The reason women feel so justified in asking for that because women are frequently asked to sacrifice their career, to sacrifice their prospects, to marry somebody, sit at home, cook for him, cook for his kids, clean his after his ass, do his laundry. Women have to do all of that, and that involves sacrificing our potential to make money. If me as an attorney, if I took a 2-year break to pop a kid out and raise him or whatever, and I try to get back in the market, every single interviewer gonna tell me, why did you take a break? What is this gap in your CV? Why you wasn't working? You can't just be taking breaks to make kids or taking breaks to get married or doing this, that. So that's why when a woman starts making a home, she makes a choice to sacrifice her prospects, her potential to be the breadwinner. So when I make that sacrifice, I can't just then get divorced and then pop back into the market and start making money like nothing happened. I sacrificed my prospects to build a family with this man, and then this man broke the family. This man cheated. This man left. This man beat on me. This man did this. So yeah, at that point, I do believe you're supposed to maintain the quality of life you gave me because I made this sacrifice, and I can't just get back into making money like a regular person, after I take a break, thinking that I'm gonna have a permanent family when I get a ring, So it's not the same for men. Like, well, what did Offset sacrifice? Offset still making money? He still got the same quality of life. His quality of life did not change pre Cardi B or post Cardi B. Like, none of these underlying rationales make sense in this context. It's just a bitter man that's just, bitter that this lady's having a baby with somebody else now.
I can't. I think you're speaking from a perspective of your culture when you're talking about cooking and cleaning and all that. I speak for me. I love to cook, so I do about 90% of the cooking, and that's not even just this relationship. My past one too, with my other baby mothers. I love to cook.
You changing diapers full time too?
Yes, I change diapers. I cook. I give my daughter baths. I do a Dave Dallas baths. I've done all of that. I love that.
You the housewife, nigga.
No, nigga, I have to go to work too. I do all that, but I like being hands on too. I love cooking, nigga. I can't help it.
So then, all right. So then you're saying Noah should be able to do it too. Then, if the man could do it, if the man could work and all that, and still take care of the baby and all that, he's saying you should be able to do it too. How much of a break do you need, Noah? My bad, Will.
I hope to find a man like Devon that's willing to cook and clean with me too. And honestly, my man says he's willing to do that. I haven't seen
where my brother at, man? What you mean? Where my brother at, man?
What? He said he's willing to do that when it comes down to it. My partner does not expect me to immediately quit a job to raise a kid. I've given him. He don't. Yeah, he does it.
That's what I'm saying.
In reality, I know once I have a kid, I'm not going to be working for that much longer. I'm hoping to get the bulk of my career done before I have a kid. At least to get enough to have control over my hours.
Nor 9 times out of 10, you're going to be the breadwinner of the family you create, and you're not going to want to pay no alimony if y'all go y'all separate ways.
Oh, I'm not paying no alimony.
See what I'm saying?
He's not expecting no alimony. I'll tell you that.
Why not?
So you feel like Mary J. Blige shouldn't have gave son that $30,000 a month?
She didn't have no choice.
You want alimony?
Taking everything.
I don't know why you asked him.
That's the first I heard. Oh yeah, I'll take everything.
She spoke on her. She wanted divorce, but Offset did not want the divorce. I seen Tashana say that he wouldn't sign the papers.
He won't sign the documents. Yeah.
Yeah, I heard about that. Show them how to grow crops. Yeah, let me see.
There's a lot of men who do that, man.
Hell, I'm asking for everything, especially when you sacrifice so much in a relationship. Now, no, I totally agree with you. Amen. No, you got Karina agreeing with you. This is crazy.
Finally, I've been waiting for this moment.
This is crazy.
You have arrived.
China said he should have asked when they first got separated. Why wait until after she pregnant by someone else? He's bitter. He probably is bitter, but she's still looking crazy. And it's the perfect time. It's the time that he got her. Like, it's the time when everybody else. What's dude name? Jeff Bezos. One of them niggas' wives divorced him.
And Butter's another one. My Uncle Butter's another one. My auntie cooked, but Butter cooked too.
What it sounds like is the conventional thought among, especially black men, I find. He don't want her, but he don't want nobody else to have her. Other than that, he want her to pay.
My man just want a couple of dollars to pay.
Nah, I think he just using that. I think he just see an opportunity. I don't think he wants her. I don't think he care anything about Cardi B, man. To tell you the truth, he's probably bitter. I believe he's bitter or whatever, but he don't care about Cardi. Like,
I don't see how he can. I don't see how he can even
do it.
I don't see how he can even better. Just like I just elaborated to you about my ex-wife. She told me she mad at me still. It's what 14 years later, because when I was sick in Atlanta, she was drawing unemployment and working, and now she got to pay back that unemployment. I shouldn't be held accountable for your actions.
You
Just
benefited from
because
her
you
checks.
did it, the relationship didn't work, I shouldn't have to pay you no alimony. Or that girl shouldn't have to pay him no alimony. Get out and get you some money, bro. You was getting money before you met her. The reason the relationship broke down is because he was out there spreading his little oats around. He's a man because he got balls, like he's an alpha or something. He got it twisted. He should be paying her. He's the one that started the whole, and Noah can elaborate on this. There's a statute in the law called alienation of affection. If he's out there having extramarital affairs, then she should be able to get a divorce and make him pay, or vice
Yeah,
versa.
Kurt, you sounding like you sounding real bad right now, Kurt.
I'm just saying that.
No,
That's what.
That's some good knowledge right there.
It's
That's
a good
I
knowledge, but
never
he
heard
sound
that
like
before.
The reason I
girl
think
in this
that's
one, man. God, he's supposed to be
the
siding
reason
with
I
the girl. He's
say
supposed to be on
that's
the.
in
That
law.
ain't about none of that, man. Go ahead, Kurt. It ain't about siding with
When
nobody. I care less.
when I was married and I moved down to Atlanta after my father died, I was still married, but I got involved with my second wife before I got a divorce. Well, I got sued on the basis of alienation of affection because I got into an extramarital affair. And I told her to give her what she asked for.
Let me ask you this: was you separated?
I had been away from her from '97.
Is that a yes or no? Yes, you were separated.
No.
Yeah, I was in a different state.
You
All
was
right, so
legally
you were
separated, or
separated.
you just left?
Say that again.
Were you legally separated, or you just left the home?
What's the definition of legal separation? I got in my car
You
and I
went to
left.
court and got documents signed and saying we not together no more.
No.
All right, so that's the same thing as Cardi B and them. So how you get penalized for that and she ain't? That's why he getting her for alimony. She about to have she got to pay a penalty tax, nigga.
Wait, just because he laid in bed and didn't create a baby doesn't mean that he didn't have alienation of affection. If he giving it to somebody else, that means he ain't giving it to her.
BJ, that's not the same.
But you got penalized for moving on, right? But
Right.
legally, I was still married. You got penalized for that, right?
Right.
All right. So the same thing is about to happen to Cardi B. Then that's all.
BJ, Cardi B had already filed for divorce. You don't have to wait until your partner signs these papers for you to be until you're legally divorced. She had already filed for divorce. She had already indicated an intention to separate. It's not like she just picked up and left. She had already said this relationship is ending. I am choosing to file for divorce. A person can drag out a divorce for years, so you can have a baby, you can move on with your life until the person files the papers. What are you talking about? Women have how many years left does she have that she's of childbearing age? 3-4 years. He could drag the divorce out for longer than that, and she gotta just sit there and wait. Otherwise, she'll alienated her partner. That's bullshit.
No, see,
Hold on, Kurt. Let me get to some of these comments. I want to move on. Woman's first responsibility is to her family, not a career. Most divorce is not because of cheating or abuse. Men lives are ruined during divorce. That's why Offset didn't hurry to divorce. I don't know about that. He came off the market. Sacrifice was made.
What are you talking about? He cheated throughout the entirety of their marriage, Platinum. That was not no sacrifice. He never came off the market.
See, Kurt, these so-called Christians who hated half of mankind.
What's up,
Is
Vic?
that what you call it, Kurt, or what? I'm confused. We are a team.
She talking about
who do that, man.
That comment, that's the concept that most people agree on, that a woman's priority is family then career, and a man's priority is career then family. I feel like that is almost universally agreed upon, and that is why alimony should not go both ways in all circumstances.
You're an alpha man. My wife and I don't split roles. You're an alpha man, Derek. Women want to equal everything, so here you go. Facts, Suleiman.
Absolutely. You can't pick and choose when we equal or not.
Belong together.
So all they want to do, pick and choose when they equal.
That's a fact. Nah, it's the amount of years. He not stupid. That's why he ain't signing. Karina, no.
That's like me saying, that's like your argument is like me saying, well, I changed the tires and took out the trash.
So, what are your experience of going to non-black masjids? Did you suffer racism? You've been to many foreign masjids. I think we was behind that. That was Davon. Seems like just yesterday they were buying each other cars. Oh, Cardi and Offset.
Yeah, for their birthday.
The two of them were for breaking up a home as well. As a man lead and a submissive woman will follow. Yeah. I agree.
We got a new cousin. I've never seen Kiku before.
Wait, and Offset led her to cheat because he.
Welcome.
Offset led her to cheat. Okay. Hold on.
Offset led her to cheat.
I mean, he was out there banging all kind of women.
What's up?
Man, she had no reason to go out and get pregnant. I don't know what people talk about. Black I don't see how. Okay, cool, but she still look crazy. I don't care what y'all say. She still. Oh yeah, that's Ray. What up, Ray? She still.
I don't
crazy.
think so. She went and started her another family.
She got to fix the first family. Okay, she just had a kid. She just had a kid. So
Not a
she
year
got
ago.
pregnant. Yeah, she got pregnant while the kid she just dropped was 3 months, 4 months old by a nigga that's having 3 babies. She's in the mix of 2 other women that's pregnant at the same time. You might as well have stayed with your cheating husband. That ain't make no sense. You're gonna leave your cheating husband. You got 3 kids. All your children is with this one man. You stressed out because he's a rapper. You knew this nigga what he was before you even got married to him and before you started having children with him. You knew what he was. You might eventually he's gonna get tired of that shit and come home. Worry about the children. But she's so worried about what everybody else think and her image and all that she made her image worse. She got pregnant by this dude, and this nigga got 4 or 5 baby mothers. She's about to have a baby around the same time that 2 other women is having a baby, Kirk. She should have just stayed with her cheating husband. It don't make no sense. No way you flip it around anyway doesn't make any sense. What she did.
All I'm saying is she started messing around with the other dude.
Exactly.
After that relationship was done, whether it was legal or not.
Don't worry about the relationship. Don't worry about none of that. She has 3 children with Offset, her husband. That's still her husband legally, right? She just had a baby. She just had a baby last year. You gonna go? Really, Cardi was bitter, working off her emotions and all that, being bitter. Went to pick this man. Everybody know what Diggs and his brother and them about. Everybody knows this. She chooses him because he probably got more money than Cardi, Offset, and he's a football player or whatever. So she chooses him to be all over the scene, all over the place with him, just to end up his baby mother with 2 other women. That's retarded. That I don't care what the relationship was going through. She should have just tied her tubes up. At least all her children was with this one man, her husband. She should have just tied her tubes up. That's crazy. You about to have your 4th child with this dude that's about to have 2 other children around the same time. It's nah, bro.
Dumb.
Nah. Cardi knew what she was getting into. She can't play victim. Right, Karina. She definitely looked crazy. She looking crazy, man. Looking crazy. And then the sad part is this is a bad image for Black girls. She running around, she touring right now off of this, pregnant and all. Everybody knows she pregnant by this dude. She just had a baby. Y'all, what y'all think about the little girls? I seen at one of her meet and greets.
Mm-hmm.
It was little girls on that line. I'm like, who is taking a daughter to meet Cardi B?
Right.
Black little girls online coming to see Cardi B, meet Cardi B for what? Come on, bro. Nah.
What?
Read the last comment. Men do it all the time and don't get none of this response. Like, I don't see why you so aggravated about this when nobody says shit if a man does 10 times that.
That's the problem. I'm not aggravated.
That's the problem.
The problem is women trying to be like men. That's the problem.
The problem
Women
is
trying to
men
be
not
like
keeping
men.
other men accountable, but when a woman does it, that shit's crazy. She looking crazy. Like, a billion men did that and you didn't say they look crazy. They look fine to you.
They talk all the time about men cheating on their wives. BJ don't condone that.
I just went through that.
Having multiple babies by multiple women. I'm not talking about
He
cheating.
just denounced
Listen,
MLK for cheating on his wife.
I'm telling
I didn't
you.
denounce MLK. I didn't denounce MLK.
I'm
Please.
not talking about cheating. I don't think Cardi cheated. She had filed for divorce. This is not
Listen,
cheating.
I have multiple baby mothers. I tell my sons all the time, you see what I go through. Have your children by one woman.
Exactly.
One woman. See, I'm a person that could speak on myself and realize that what I've done or do is wrong. And I'm gonna say it's wrong. Not just because I do it. It's not, I'm not gonna try to play semantics and make it look right. It's wrong. Nah, it's wrong.
Nora, you
I tell
acting
my
like
son
Dr. Umar Johnson right now. We got to check her credentials, y'all.
It's too much women and men. It's too much division. Yeah, Offset is wrong. I'm not saying he right about anything. He wrong. He dead wrong.
He wrong
but
too.
You know what you getting into when you get this type of person. You know what type of dude you had.
No,
you know
we
what
need
he
to see your
had.
paperwork.
So you thought just because you got married, he was gonna change?
You really don't. A lot of the times, women do believe a man when he
Man,
tells them.
she know what. We not talking about a lot of times women. Cardi B knew what Offset was. She knew
met
it.
him.
Come on, just like he knew what she was, a stripper that was drugging niggas and stealing from them. And
So why should either one benefit knowing what they got into? The children should be the beneficiary. It just should be about the children, not the people. Take them out of it. You was making money before you met her. Go make your money and move on. She should make her money and move on. But because she has the children, she deserves child support because the money is for the children, not for the character or who he was or who she was.
If she's worth 110 million and he worth 35 million,
whatever the worth is, it ain't worth nothing because it's not worth nothing.
Bro, let me ask you a question. I don't want to keep. I want to get off of this shit. If she's worth 110 mil and he's worth 35 mil, he still got to pay child support to her, or is how that go?
Yeah, because he got children. I thought this whole show was about us taking care of our kids.
Sure, I'm asking you a question. Just answer the question. I'm just asking.
I did answer, but I answered it in my way. It ain't got nothing to do with the two people. It should be about the children. Yeah, she should be paid, even if she is worth more.
Yeah, Cardi new guy got babies on the way from two other women. Yeah, sweet mom. Yep.
All right, what we got next, BJ? We beat this to the ground.
My man right here.
It's one thing to be separated, but getting pregnant while you're still legally married is wild.
We got a superintendent that was detained by ICE. A former superintendent or something that was detained by ICE. Hold on. Okay.
Superintendent to what?
School system.
Dr. Roberts joined us in July 2023 and has held educational leadership positions in districts across the U.S. for 20 years. The Iowa Board of Educational Examiners issued Dr. Roberts a license to serve as superintendent in the state of Iowa in July 2023. There is new information that has been made public that we did not know, and we have not been able to verify as to whether that information is accurate.
We stand firm with our community, many of whom are feeling sad, outraged, and helpless. We understand as we too are devastated by the news of his detainment. However, this does not stop our important work, and we will continue to provide outstanding education to the students in our community. Know this, we have protocols and processes in place to address this type of situation. We have leaders who will continue to show up in a way that communicates care, empathy, service, and action. We will lead with love and care for the dignity of human beings in Des Moines and across our country. This is challenging on many levels, and the reality is that we may not have additional answers right away. However, the strength of Des Moines Public Schools is in its people, our leaders, educators, and staff who will continue to advance the mission on behalf of our students and families as we wait for clarity in what comes next.
Real quick, y'all, I want to thank all of our new cousins and all our current and past supporters. We definitely couldn't do it without y'all. We do it for y'all. Take 2 seconds, hit the like button, and subscribe to the channel if you want to keep seeing this great content we're creating for y'all.
Yeah. So what? Wait. What was that? A former superintendent of the school in Iowa. That surprised me that he was black for real in Iowa.
Yeah,
But
it even surprised me more. Them people sound like they for him, or they, you know what I mean? They gonna fight for him. They gonna
and
fight
that
for
was
him.
they
Definitely.
wanted to deport. I think they deported him, or they trying to deport him.
He's detained.
You
He ain't
detained.
get deported yet. He's detained. I
Well,
don't even know where he from.
detained is the processes of deporting.
Okay.
You
And
still
one
take him
more.
away from him. You still take him away from his kids.
Look, here's the deal. Women been doing it for decades. The difference is we hide that shit better, so it's not only men who's dirty. Thank you, Karina.
Man,
Thank you. We
Karina
ain't
from
Ice
saying
Maryland.
grabbing any and everybody. Jose, Jean Baptiste, Robert. They don't care. They have a quota to meet.
it's a fact.
Listen, man, y'all better make sure y'all visas and work visas or whatever y'all citizenship is on point, man, because they not
playing.
they not picking and choosing. They going whoever they could get. They going after whoever they
including
could get.
They
including
ran through
American
exclusive.
citizens,
And the crazy thing
including
is, they probably just came across him as a traffic stop or something, read his name, pronounced his name away, and locked him up. It don't seem like he just. It don't seem like they just looked down the list and they came across his, man.
I didn't see them getting out one American citizen.
Shekinah said, just do your paperwork and you won't have a problem.
Basically.
America make that paperwork very hard. My man John Oliver did a show on it, and yeah, I'll send it to the group chat. It's just 30-minute show, so if anybody want to watch it, I send it to the YouTube comments and everything. But it is not an easy thing to do to just get your paperwork to come to America.
What?
What you said, no?
It's about a 15,
Dave,
16-year process.
Davon, I tried sending BJ John Oliver episodes. He just replied no.
What? What?
I don't know why.
I swear to God, he just replied no.
I told you, BJ be
Don't
putting
even
people
bother.
in chat room jail.
People snitching too. You got a funny name. They snitch for $1,500.
Oh, it's a reward to help ICE.
I thought it was a reward though. I thought they did. I thought it was more than that. I thought it was more than that, Ray.
Man, we
I thought it was
struggling
more
for
than that.
nothing.
He picked the wrong state to hide out in.
Yeah, he stick out though.
You may have a point, Dawu. Hey, we got a new richest man in the world, man. Did y'all hear about that?
Ooh, who's
No, I
this?
didn't. Who is it?
I call him King Zeno. I don't know how to pronounce his last name. Yo, Ray. Matter of fact, Ray, I think he king of Ghana. I could be wrong.
You got a clip?
I could be wrong. We got an African man that blew Elon out the water. New richest man.
Now the richest man in 2025 with net worth of $915 billion beats Elon Musk and Jeff Bezos combined.
You were born to win. Which way your life will turn, it's always up to you. You were born.
The U.S. stock market lost $4 trillion in value in just 30 days.
This unexpected market collapse has sent shockwaves throughout the financial world.
More than $1 trillion. That's how much U.S. stocks lost in yesterday's trade. It was their worst drop since September 2022. And what triggered this fall? The question, in fact, should be who triggered this fall?
NO Global makes more than $800 billion as U.S. stocks loses $1.75 trillion. This brings King Hennessy's total net worth to $915 billion, making him the richest man in the world 2025. If royals were listed on Forbes and Bloomberg, then King Hennessy would be listed as the world's richest man. But unfortunately, royals and kings are not listed.
What? Well, there you have it. Yo, Ray, he's
his other wife.
He's king of Ghana. I didn't know they paying $1,500 to snitch, right? Yeah, I ain't know that neither.
It's not snitching for 15.
Never heard of him.
That's
No,
that's
Ray
a
said he
job.
never heard of him.
What's his name?
King Zeno something. XENODZI.
He probably rich off the vibranium.
He probably rich off the vibranium. That's a fact. Wherever he is, like from the Congo or something, right? But he got something in the stock market. It's global something, and when Elon joint went down, his went up. He big.
Yeah, they say 800 million a year. Whatever.
He's huge right now.
Costs.
No, you know where he from?
Do I know I'm trying to Google him. What is his name again?
King. What was it, y'all?
XENO, something like that.
Oh yeah.
You see it?
Yeah, he's from Ghana. He was partnered with the Ghanaian government to establish a 500 billion reserve fund for the nation's economy. He claims to be the mysterious founder of Bitcoin.
That's that Bitcoin money?
He embraces his identity as a Jewish EWE and Christian.
Wait, what is he king of? That's what I was asking.
I don't know why he's called king. There's
Bro,
nothing
when you
that
got that
claims
kind of
to be
money, you
anything.
just make yourself a king, bro. You don't got
Yeah.
to have no country.
I'm
Just
king
like
of nowhere. It don't matter.
Just like Dr. Kelly.
That's a good one. That was a good one, Kurt.
Yep.
Hey,
What
but if you got the
he
bread,
Count of Monte Cristo. Isn't that what the Count of Monte Cristo did, Will?
Big bank takes little bank. He done shook their financial structure, and now it's a big uproar about it because he got more than Elon Musk.
Karina say he the king of Zamunda, bro.
Okay, well, go through the comments, Will.
So Platinum said he got that Wakanda money. Ray said the name is definitely South African. Platinum responded to Maine when he said 15, you say, so he said, chill out, man. Ray said he never heard of him. Derek says who? Then Karina said he's the king of the moon. After she said she'll be his other wife.
Who? Derek said who? Ghana, never heard of him.
Yeah.
Let's see what Trump
Me and his other wife was crazy.
other.
Let's see if y'all agree with my man C Dub got to say.
Boy.
Yeah, you need a soldier in the White House.
I like the hat.
Let your politicians stay in Congress, but your president's supposed to be a soldier.
Charleston White on why America needs a soldier as a president, not a politician. What he say next is unbelievable.
You see what that African president is doing over there, that young brother? That's the kind of, he's a soldier. He's the commander in chief. Why do you got a Wall Street boy up there with a wig on? You need a lieutenant or a captain with a bald spot in his head, don't give a damn about a toupee. But he died for his country because he done served it. He done put years in it. He done trained and raised. This his country. This their country. Man, our military supposed to be our presidents and politicians and shit. Man, they gonna fight, lose legs and limbs and come over here and suffer without a voice. For politicians to dictate to them and they gonna die, man, no. Should nobody be able to dictate to a soldier who done put his life down on the line. And everybody should handle them with care.
Y'all agree?
No.
Do y'all think our president should be a war vet or a Wall Street boy?
No. You can't make him a war vet. War vets is too emotional, man. It's the same reason why Michael Jordan ain't a good basketball owner. You can't. It's not gonna happen. You gotta keep
the king.
You gotta keep them out you gotta keep that type of emotions out the mix because they're gonna swear up and down that they know what the next is and what is right, and they're gonna lead with emotions, man. It's just how it goes.
Ibrahim Traore, Burkina Faso, strong Muslim. Yeah,
Platinum
that's
agrees.
who he was talking about. Go ahead, Will.
Platinum agrees. Karina disagrees.
He's right to a point. It's very popular in Africa. Yeah, that should be mandatory. I agree. I don't want. You know what? Because it's the same way in the industry I'm in. the brokers that I deal with, them niggas out of college and broker school, wherever they went to, them niggas is some, yeah, they pieces of, you know, they some different type of people. But the ones that actually drove trucks before, that was in the field and all that, totally different, bro. Totally different. And one thing about them war veterans, because I follow Sean Ryan page. After they did all them tours and all that, like the Sniper, the Reaper, and all them dudes said Bush and Barack and all them was wrong. All of them is saying, yo, we killed innocent people. Them people ain't have no weapons of mass destruction or nothing. You know what I'm saying? They feel like what they did was wrong. Even the killing of Ben Laden and all them. You know what I mean? They're totally against war. They're against war. It's the niggas that don't go to war that's for war. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, I agree.
Big up to Ibrahim Toure. He's the real Black Panther. Ray says he's right to a point. It's very popular in Africa. So they can control and protect this country, but they're not strong enough to run the country. They put their life on the line to protect. I agree, Dred.
You know, it's just, at certain points you have to be political though to run the country too. And
Trump didn't Trump do something so he didn't have to go to war?
They say a draft dodger.
Yeah, something like that.
He got his father to pay for him, saying he got bone spurs or something in his feet.
I got it, Bree. Good looking. Go ahead, y'all keep going. Let me see if I can get there.
Hell, I believe it was Senegal made that young boy straight out of prison president.
Okay.
Everybody's soldiers don't have PTSD like Americans.
I see what you sent me, no.
True.
Most Americans do though.
Let me see if I can get the volume on that. It looked like Eric Adams is dropping out the race.
Ghana had a former president who was military. Best times in Ghana in terms of order.
No sound.
Not so much economically. Yeah, it's gonna be some advantages and disadvantages of each.
True. That I agree to.
The machine in America is chaos. And we never had calm times. It got to be something, some type of disaster, tragedy, something to keep the engine moving. As soon as it gets too quiet, all of a sudden it's a assassination, a school shooting, Hurricane Katrina. It's gonna be something.
Go ahead. I'm trying to find this Eric Adams train. It look like he's ending his campaign for re-election. It looked like the Zoran boy. That's crazy.
Yeah, he was flaming him. He was not gonna win. That's why I backed out.
She's going in there. Yeah, he's not gonna win. He not.
It's the biggest sponsors of terrorism according to America.
New York about to be messed up. If Zoran Mamdani, what's his name?
Zoran Mamdani.
Yeah.
New York been messed up.
It's about to stop being messed up.
Watch your mouth, Kurt.
And BJ, you know New York been messed up.
You don't care nothing about New York on here. Watch your mouth, Kurt.
It's messed up. Or I don't care about it. I'm not one of them niggas that care about a state. I don't care. Yeah, it's messed up. It been messed up. Yeah, St. Louis messed up too.
Right. So Mamdani may not mess it up no more than it already is.
Nah, it's gonna he gonna mess it up some more.
Suspending his third-party bid for re-election, just weeks away from the closely watched race. Mayor Adams announcing his decision in a video on social media. Take a listen.
Despite all we've achieved, I cannot continue my re-election campaign. The constant media speculation about my future and the campaign finance board's decision to withhold millions of dollars have undermined my ability to raise the funds needed for a serious campaign.
Now, the mayor had been forcefully denying for weeks that he would drop out of the race. Just 4 weeks ago, Adams gathered reporters at his residence to defiantly declare he would stay the course. WABC reporter NJ Burkett joins me now. And as you heard there, Adams pointed to his legal troubles and the impact it had on his campaign. What more do we know about his decision to finally drop out?
Well, look, he says it was the issue with campaign fundraising. And look, the fact is he was polling in the single digits, never more than 9% of the vote of likely voters. And you can't raise money when you're that low in the polls and when rumors are swirling around that you're going to drop out anyway. So he blamed his opponents, in particular former Governor Andrew Cuomo, for spreading rumors that Adams is going to take a job as an ambassador or take a job in the Trump administration. And that scared potential donors away. And so the mayor says that's the reason that he had to suspend his campaign.
Now, this is a bombshell announcement, and it really changes this race completely. So what's it looking like for the last two men standing?
Well, look, the main beneficiary right now is former Governor Andrew Cuomo. Cuomo, in today's political climate, is regarded as a centrist. So is Adams. So presumably, a lot of those voters for Adams will go to Cuomo. At least that's what Cuomo's hoping. But don't leave the discussion without talking about Curtis Sliwa, the Republican, who's now polling in the mid-teens. Cuomo is polling in the mid-20s. Zohran Mamdani, the Democratic Socialist, is leading the pack in the mid-40s. So even if Adams, the voters for Adams go to Cuomo, he's only polling 9%. So he needs more than that.
Yeah. It looks like Zohran gonna be our next mayor. It looks like Zohran's gonna be our next mayor. That's crazy.
Yeah, they're trying to add up all the conservative voters, and it's still not going to be more than like 15.
Yeah,
That's
Adams
crazy.
was getting his butt kicked.
That's crazy.
He's
What else
getting
y'all
his
got?
butt
I got about 15 more minutes, y'all. What else y'all got?
More entertainment news. Y'all saw what Judge Joe Brown was saying about Judge Mathis.
That might be old though. He said a lot about it.
Nah, it was new. This was new. That's why I was surprised. Boy, he said everything we accuse a lot of people up here being, he called Judge Mathis. Talk about he was with Mary and the gays, and he was in the parties he was in the Diddy parties, let's call it that. And all that wildness, he was going in.
Hold on,
He
man.
was going in.
I looked at that video. That is wild.
He was going wild, right, Kurt?
He was wilding. He was wilding
He was
on.
wilding.
They was trying to get him. They were trying to bend him over. He was like, I ain't with that.
I ain't with that.
Ghana had a former president who was military. Best times in Ghana in terms of order, not so much economically. Yeah, that's the only thing I think. They will have to hire someone definitely for a Donald Trump type person, economics or
They
anybody.
get a whole cabinet. He ain't supposed to know and do everything.
Iran is the biggest sponsors of terrorism, according to America, but we doing all the terrorism in the Middle East, Israel included. Don't get North started. These politicians send everyone to war besides themselves. That's a fact. Americans didn't get PTSD from being in the military as being in America. I agree, Karina.
For sure.
I agree. A lot of African nations are on welfare from European nations, much smaller but bigger pockets. They keep their own nations down. I agree with y'all.
I don't think I agree with that. Most African
Appreciate
nations,
it, Ray.
them Europeans are getting rich off of the natural minerals in Africa. What are they saying? They ain't got no money because the Europeans have taken it from them.
What you mean they taking it? What you mean?
A lot of African nations were rich in nature. They when they colonized Africa and called that mass of land, you got all these other different countries in Africa. Africa as a whole should be a country, and it got a greater wealth than all of the world. That's a rich continent. But the Europeans extract the minerals, the diamonds and the rare earth minerals from those countries and become rich, only to say where they got their riches from is a poor country. That's propaganda.
Yeah, that's what the world is based off
No,
of.
that's what I was about to say, but Ray beat me to it.
So,
The
so
Go ahead,
African
Will.
government sold the mines to Europeans and Chinese.
Oh yeah, because
the government sold their people out.
and they work the mine.
Yeah,
They
and
working for 'em.
like China owned a whole bunch of stuff in Africa. They gave loans to the Africans, knowing they couldn't pay them back, and now the loans defaulted. So China in the game over in Africa.
They gave the Africans a home on their own land.
A loan, Kirk.
Or how you gonna loan me something to get something on my own land?
Bro, just the same way y'all say Trump sell us out, they make a deal with whoever's in charge and they sell out. Yeah, that ain't nothing new. That's been going on since the damn 1700s.
Whether it's new,
Kurt want to talk what's right and wrong when he moves the goalposts. He's right now he's just talking about what's right and what's wrong. It is what it is. They took it. They came and took the land and sold it back to them. Just like Nick go rob you, kick your door in and take your bricks, and then you run around and you send somebody to buy them from the person that just robbed you.
Right.
That's the
Ray
same
just
thing.
said
That's
it too.
all.
China owns more than half of Africa. Exactly.
I keep
I don't
telling
be
people
saying
I don't
much,
like
but
China in Africa. I don't like
Yeah.
China in Africa. I don't care about no good. I be telling Dawu that. Me and Dawu be arguing over that.
Oh,
I
yeah?
don't care about nothing they're doing, all the good work they're doing in Africa and all that. Mandarin should not be a mandatory language in Africa. Mandarin is a mandatory language in certain nations and countries in Africa taught in school. Mandarin. They got to learn Mandarin. If you go to China, you ain't got to learn no African languages. Nah, I ain't with that. And I'm glad Ibrahim Traore is doing his thing in Burkina Faso. They don't need them people. They don't need them. Oh, my fault, Will. Go ahead. Do your thing.
Lack of education and greed. Yeah, it's been going on since the beginning of the time.
I ain't feeling that. I ain't feeling that at all. This is the last clip. Then I'm going to play yours, Nord. Then we're going to get up out of here.
I don't need a medical degree to know that Don't sit up here and say that that's not happening, because it is. I don't need a medical degree to know that killing babies is wrong and hurt. I'm advocating to give health care to all human beings, born and preborn. I am advocating to give health care to all human beings. No, abortion, if your health care is killing people, it is not health care. Why do you think that everybody has to follow? I think that everybody is Christian. You don't have your right to tell everybody how to be. You do not have to be a Christian to know that killing children is wrong. Everybody is Christian. Everybody's going to see like the way that you don't have to be a Christian. It's science. You think that you are to tell everybody else how they should be. I think absolutely we should be telling people it is wrong to kill innocent human beings.
See, that's the thing I be saying too about Charlie Kirk and all of them people that go up there and debate with them college kids. At first, it was funny to me or whatever, but it's not even funny no more. It's looking like more and more bullying at this point. They bullying them kids. Them kids don't know what they talking about. They don't even have enough life experience. Some of them is 18, 19, 20. They don't know what they talking about. And this is what I be talking about, people that when something is wrong and you try to defend it and you try to fight for what's wrong, you're not gonna win a debate. You're not gonna win a debate trying to fight for something that's wrong. It's wrong. So you're just gonna end up sounding stupid. For real. That's just what I think. And that's why I think Charlie Kirk was able to make a lot of them look silly, because they're trying to fight for what's wrong. And they too emotional. Especially black kids, man.
When you say bullying, you think they selecting a group of kids who don't have the they intentionally don't have the experience to have a great debate? That's why they start yelling and screaming?
No, I don't think they selecting those kids at all. I think they pulling up. I think they're so confident against these kids in college that they just pulling up with them tables and sitting there and letting any of them come. Because it's not, it's probably 2 or 3 that I've seen come and actually stand there and have a conversation with them. But the rest of them is just emotional and like that girl right there. Like those kids right there. They was just emotional rants. Go ahead, no.
And there's a difference. Like, not all these commentators just pull up a table at a college event and let anybody speak. Like, there was the debates that they held at Oxford, and I think a bunch of conservative commentators, I think Ben Shapiro even went there. I'm not sure if Charlie Kirk was there, but he went specifically to the debate club of the Oxford Law School, and they were debating people that spend months like researching these issues, and not just anybody that got an opinion on it. Oh, let me go debate with 18-year-olds and destroy them in public and post it on YouTube so that I look like I know what I'm talking about. If you want to debate, go debate with people that actually spend time researching and learning about this. Don't go debate with any college kid that got an opinion about the issue.
Right.
They shouldn't get up there. They shouldn't get in front of that mic.
Like 18-year-olds and 19-year-olds that got an opinion are gonna want to speak to some commentator they hate and argue about it. They're not. The commentators should know better than to think that this is a way to get their point across. Is to just post up a table and say, "Hey, any kid that wants to debate me, come up and I'm gonna put your stupid debate on YouTube to get."
Yeah, but if you're gonna come on that mic, then you gotta know what you're talking about. You're gonna come on that mic, you gotta know what you're talking about, man. The problem is, first of all, they in school. They've been in school. They don't got no real life experiences. They just going off what the school is telling them. They're coming from the school. So them textbooks is already lying to you. The teachers are already lying to you. I remember Eli teacher told him Eli teacher was telling the whole class that Thanksgiving come from the Pilgrims and the Indians eating together, breaking bread. No, that come from the Pilgrims slaughtering the Indians, and Eli knew that and stood up and said they was lying. You know what I mean? We got called up to the school behind that. These kids are under a system that teaches them the wrong thing. So when they come up there, they thinking what they're saying is right because it's in a textbook. You know what I'm saying? And that's really messing them up. You know what I mean? They gotta debate some kids that really was groomed, like Charlie Kirk. That's the other advantage they have. They're groomed. They've been groomed for that. They've been in Mormon church and Mormon school and this school and that school, and money put behind them, and all they do is sit there. They don't have to worry about what they're gonna eat today or growing up in the hood and not getting shot and all that. They every day they're focused. They're doing their history. They're reading and studying black people. That's what they do. They study black people. Charlie Kirk was studying black since he was 13, 14 years old. He's a lily white boy. He don't know nothing about no black people. He didn't know the difference between Jay-Z and Kanye West. So Candace Owens told him. Word up. Well, we got some black women don't want to follow God's laws and preserve life. They clearly like Satan's ways. They are brainwashed by corruption. I'm gonna play one more clip when we get up out of here. I'm gonna go through some more. Why are black chicks so loud, man? Ray, they just emotional, bro. They can't help it. They can't help it.
Can't help it, bro.
They can't help it. They're not even gonna they're not even gonna listen. But it's not just black chicks, because Noah do the same shit.
Bunny on that notion.
Noah do the same thing to me.
Yeah, let's at least keep this an all-woman criticism. Are y'all saying like now it's black women that are more emotional? Because you attack me for that.
I think it's women. I say women in general, but definitely
women in general.
For sure. But women in general, for real.
We only talking about the black women because that's our audience.
It's not just college kids. It's not just college kids. Adults do it too. College kids are the smartest people in the world. If they knew that he was coming, they should have done their research. When it debate, they research the best. I totally disagree with that. College kids are not the smartest people in the world. No. Reading a book, studying a textbook don't make you the smartest person in the world. Yeah. All these college kids graduate and do nothing. Work at Walmart. Work in a warehouse somewhere. Now, if you're talking about surgeons, doctors, pharmacists, chemists, you know what I mean? People like that, then yeah. What is Auntie again, Will?
A clinical researcher, something like that.
Yeah, some people like that. You know what I mean? Noah's a lawyer. Yeah, they're you know, they have a different intellect, but not just because somebody's in college that's smart. That don't make them so. I went to college. I didn't even go to class, and I had a 3.5 GPA. I didn't even go to class. All you gotta do is go to class to do your assignment. When it's time to do your assignment, I didn't go to class. I had a 3.5 for a year and a half. Josh up here. Me and Josh went to LIU. I didn't even go to class. I stayed in the damn played spades all day with the snow bunnies. I hung with the snow bunnies every day in college. They fun.
If Charlie Kirk and them would have pulled up with a table, you would have went and debated with him?
Ooh, good question.
In college. Nah, I was in the streets.
Yeah.
Nah. I was not about to be on nobody's microphone or camera and nothing. Nah, I came to school to do what I had to do. I went to the dorms to mess with Josh and Frank and them, bug out with them, and I was rushing back to the block, bro.
Would you arm one of your kids with knowledge enough? Yep. To go against Charlie Kirk or someone like Charlie Kirk now out of college?
I'm really not. Me and my moms and them spoke about that the other day. I'm really not interested in my kids debating with other kids and all that. I'm more interested with them getting money. I don't care about them debating and all that. I don't even care about my kids going to college. So I can't really answer that. You know what I'm saying? I don't want my kids to go to college for real. I want them to just get trades, engineering, HVAC, whatever. You know what I mean? My daughter, she want to be a gynecologist, so she's gonna go. But you know what I'm saying? That's a waste of time to me. But there's kids that like that. There's kids that like to debate. There's kids that's gonna be in like Nadia, political science and all that. She's gonna be a politician. That's practice. That's perfect practice.
Mm-hmm.
But where's all the political science majors in these HBCUs and all that? And they going to the HBCUs for rec.
Mm-hmm.
Them kids in them HBCUs are rec. They recreation. They recreation for them, man. It's like, come on.
Can I just address the woman loves drama comment and the whole women are emotional? Do men not understand that there's like 30 hormones that women have inside them that men will never understand what they like? All these criticisms of women are emotional. Y'all act like they just have a disease. Can we just acknowledge that women and men are built different, have different hormones, have different cycles? And that when you see a woman angry or whatever, it's not that she got a disease. It's just that she built different.
That's a fact.
That's a fact.
Point well taken, counselor.
Thank you.
College is a controlled institution. I don't call people smart that's brainwashed, that's controlled by you. College people with degrees can't even think outside their textbook. They can't think outside what they was learned. That's why they go down that dark rabbit hole, especially with politicians. They can't. they can't. They just don't have it. Now, when you get a college kid that's academically gifted and one that has common sense also and some life experiences, they're a problem. They're a problem. But just a kid that been in college and passing tests, memorizing stuff to pass the test to move to the next level, nah, man. They easy to beat on.
If you let them scam you, they will scam you. And some stuff you have to have a degree, like the practice law, the practice medicine, and the practice nursing.
And even that, like I would say, like the fact that I did half my legal studies in the UK versus in and then the 2 years in America. Mm-hmm. Clearly, every institution tries to brainwash you or teach it from its perspective. I feel like it helps. Like I never wanted to just study my entire studies in America because after I started, I was like, yeah, this really depends on where you studied it and who's teaching it to you, and that really frames your perspective. So it definitely, a lot of people can be more educated by just reading books from different sources rather than just studying in one country or in one system and being indoctrinated into that line of thinking.
You just gotta have your packaging together. I got hired to speak at a college. They paid me double-digit $1,000. I was the only person in the room without a degree.
I was about to say that. You speaking at a college with no college degree. Look at that.
Only person in the room without one.
Charlie Kirk ain't have a college degree neither.
Yeah, we knew that.
Damn, Nora, you on the roll today. Like you today.
Thank you, Karina. Finally.
College teaches you to study. That is when the serious students are in their prime. After college, most people don't study to the same degree. Dawo, what you talking about, man? Go to sleep.
Yeah, I study now all the time.
What are you talking about, Dawo? College teaches you to study. You got to go to college to teach you how to study so you don't pass elementary school, middle school, high school, and college is teaching you how to study now. Come on, man. Stop it, man. That rabbit hole I'm talking about. People go down, man, try to defend something that don't make sense. but they're still loud. It ain't my fault you cramping. It ain't Ray's fault you cramping, no.
It is.
It's not Ray's fault you cramping, no.
If it weren't for a man, I wouldn't have been born. I would have been cramping.
And Platinum said,
God damn, no, that was deep. That was deep.
Most kids ask questions and are told to be silent or stay in a child's place. We need to offer children more critical thinking skills and answers to mold them. A mind is a terrible thing to waste. Agreed?
Yeah, they need more. I agree with that, sweet mom. I don't know what your dad on.
They don't encourage critical thinking.
By the way, y'all, Dawood is Suleiman dad. If anybody was wondering.
Good dad, bad son.
For real?
Good
Great
dad,
show.
bad son. Yeah,
Sweet-
it makes sense too. It makes sense.
You don't see the Hakeem?
It
Oh,
makes
nah,
sense.
it's not on Dawood's title.
Dawood, you raised them well.
We raised them well.
Yeah.
That's for sure.
You definitely spent time with that kid.
That's a
Boy.
fact. That's a fact.
Suleiman was saying things before Dawood got the chance to.
Than learning in school. Life experience teaches more than learning in school. Facts, Karina. Most jobs in America today is taught. Degree is mostly scam. I agree, right? 100%.
But another
College
thing,
is
but a
scam.
lot of the most high paying jobs though, it requires a degree. Let's be real.
Yeah, but
A
you
lot
still
of
talking about a
high-paying-
job. You still talking about a job. You get a trade and make more than the high paying job. You still a
True.
worker. They'll fire you. They'll let you go because you ain't take a COVID shot.
True.
They'll let you go. Like Noah's a lawyer, but I think I could destroy Noah if we go on a criminal case. I kick Noah's ass. I got 3.5 years of law library experience.
Mock trial next
went
week.
through
Next Friday. Mock
We went through this
trial.
before. We went through this before. We went through this before.
BJ, I
BJ
would destroy you.
117-B, 117-B, case
Word
in
up, man.
North Idaho or something like that.
Real talk. I gave my lawyer to pay a federal lawyer that last joint. I found the joint for my lawyer. The smell of marijuana does not give you the right. Is not sufficient enough for a probable cause for the police to come into your house, but it's only in a residential home. So, not in your car or anything like that, but in a residential home. If you answer the door, if you open the door and the police smell weed, there's still not probable cause for them to come in. Right. So even if they smell weed and you open your door, they can't get a warrant. They can't say, "Oh, I smell weed. Let me come in and search." They can't do none of that.
BJ, I would have found 80 different ways to get in your house.
Yo, it is. I didn't say it helped me. I said I felt it. It didn't help me. It was a bluff. I was bluffing to go to trial with that one. I was bluffing.
Karina said me too. All right, sit down now.
I think we've already visited this. Don't take no legal advice from BJ.
She had a point. That was a good one that time. She made it. I didn't look it up. I didn't know. I didn't know. I'm not looking up laws to tell to snitch. I wasn't looking that up.
You remember the exact thing.
I was all the way wrong on that one.
Because you know something, I did law research when I was there, and that's what got me out of prison, because I did the research and looked up the laws, which got my conviction overturned. But lawyers go to school for years to learn that stuff. So, you know, in higher education, I think it plays a part. You learn how to do certain things, especially interpret laws.
Yeah, all right. This is the last clip, y'all. This is Noah's clip. Let's see.
I stood at this podium and I showed this map. This map. It shows the curse of Iran's terror axis. This axis threatened the peace of the entire world. It threatened the stability of our region and the very existence of my country, Israel. So what's happened over the past year? We've hammered the Houthis, including yesterday. We crushed the bulk of Hamas's terror machine. We crippled Hezbollah, taking out most of its leaders and much of its weapons arsenal. You remember those beepers, the pagers? We paged Hezbollah. And believe me, they got the message. And thousands of terrorists dropped to the ground. We destroyed Assad's armaments in Syria. We deterred Iran's Shiite militias in Iraq. And most importantly, and above anything else that I could say to you or that we did in this past year, in this past decade, we devastated Iran's atomic weapons and ballistic missiles programs. This 12-day war will go down in the annals of military history. We're not done yet. The final elements, the final remnants of Hamas are holed up in Gaza City. They vow to repeat the atrocities of October 7th again and again and again, no matter how diminished their forces. That is why Israel must finish the job. That is why we want to do so as fast as possible. If Hamas agrees to our demands, the war could end right now. Gaza would be demilitarized. Israel would retain overriding security control, and a peaceful civilian authority would be established by Gazans and others committed to peace with Israel. Now I want to drill down on this. Take the false charge of genocide. Israel is accused of deliberately targeting civilians. Ladies and gentlemen, the opposite is true. If you want to see what measures Israel takes to avoid civilian casualties in this war, just look at what we're doing now in Gaza City, the last Hamas stronghold, one of the two last strongholds. Now I want to ask you a simple question. A simple,
I don't know how long this
logical
is.
question.
No,
I don't know.
Would a country commit?
we can stop that right there. We know where he's going.
Did you see the clip of like 50 delegates from 50 countries walked out when he started his presentation at the UN? I think it was in New York. Like it was a bunch of protests outside too. It was kind of crazy that he just went in.
He was in New York.
I think the UN address was in New York.
Yeah, he was in New York when that happened.
Yeah.
They walked out. They don't want to hear what he's talking about because he's the biggest threat to peace in the Middle East than any other nation.
Yeah, he full on bloodbath. You could tell.
And now he started the
he keeps saying that basically it seems like he's trying to get around to Israel want to take over them people's land like they did in that 1948 war or whatever, and they moved Palestine in that little area. See, he ain't tell the people that Hamas is a government that they erected after 9/11. They the ones that put Hamas in office. But now that Hamas ain't following Israeli law, they keep calling people terrorists, and they are the biggest terrorists. You can't deny the fact that the world's court have said the man is committing genocide by blowing up trucks that's bringing food to those people. It's just like us. Why should we be held accountable for what our government do? Why are the Palestinian children being held responsible for what Hamas did or supposedly did? I don't get that. You know, he's a terrorist. He's a terrorist himself, but he want to point the finger at somebody else. I don't get him. I don't believe nothing that Netanyahu got to say.
He took a page out of Hitler's book. Stokely Carmichael of SNCC, also college, Angela Davis College, Martin Luther King College, on and on. It depends on what cause you participate in college. Yeah, them people you talking about were who they were before they got college. Didn't make them. You think college made Stokely Carmichael? You think a college made him? You think a college made Angela Davis? You think a college made Martin Luther King? Ain't no college make them folk. Them folk was already had that spirit.
The circumstances created them. Whatever circumstances or causes they were.
Life experiences and circumstances and that spirit is what made them them.
Mm-hmm.
The terms they needed and the stuff, the legal parts of it, the America part of it is what you go to college for. You know what I mean? But nah, man, I ain't. I ain't checking that. Not with them.
Slayman said, making sense with college students is being main leaders in major pro-black movements, civil rights era, and many black inventors were from universities.
So what
What I
about the
think,
slaves? What about the slaves that invented? Because the slaves was the first blacks to invent anything. The slaves invented the cotton gin. The slaves invented the toilet. It was a slave that invented all this stuff before they were even able to go to school. So what college? How were the slaves able to invent stuff? How was someone that don't know how to read and write, don't even know the language, getting whipped every day, working from 4 in the morning to 4 in the afternoon in a cotton field, able to make the toilet or the cotton gin or any of that?
Reflective lights, cakes, all black people.
Malcolm X had the
Peanut
speech,
butter.
BJ, but the exposure to global and historical events was from college.
What college did Malcolm X go to, Suleiman? What college?
the college is hard knocks.
Clinton Penitentiary? Sing Sing? What college did Malcolm X go to?
The University of Hard Knocks.
Exactly. Yeah. Don't force Kool-Aid. Don't forget Kool-Aid. Nation of Islam educated Malcolm X. Okay. I mean, that's not college. That's not college. Malcolm X read in prison, and it was a Muslim guy in prison, you know what I mean, that introduced him to Islam.
What do they say college is?
Really, Malcolm X is self-taught, truthfully.
He did say he regretted not receiving a formal academic education and even expressed a desire to return to school if he had the time.
Right. But
he didn't. He studied through jail.
Self-taught in the Nation of
I
Islam.
feel like just it's not like when it comes like college helps you develop these like not many people have that rigor to go to jail and spend all of that time getting an actual education. Like it's much more easy or typical for somebody to get that college through formal education than to go to jail and actually get a proper education. Like it's not that many people that are capable of that. Obviously, Malcolm X had that spirit, but for the general people, a lot of them get that through. They learn to study through college. They don't learn it. It's not that common of a skill to learn how to self-educate yourself. That's what the benefit of formal education is, I think.
I'm not dumping on college education. You know what I mean? I'm not dumping on it, but
how many people you think are capable of being self-taught, like truly self-educating themselves, especially like?
That's what I'm saying. It ain't for everybody. No, see, remember what I'm responding to. I'm responding to what Dawood said. Dawood said college kids are the smartest in the world. That's the only thing I'm responding to. I'm not saying college is bad or none of that. I'm not saying that. I'm not saying that college don't advance people or nothing. It do. But I wouldn't say college kids are the smartest in the world.
Yeah, I think it just helps intellectual kids learn how to translate their intelligence into, back it up with more knowledge and into more, I don't even know how to phrase that, but it definitely helps. It helps people learn what to do with their intelligence. It's a lot of intelligent people that don't do shit with their intelligence because they just...
It's a lot of academically intelligent people that don't have no common sense, and you'll be ready to call them stupid, and they got a PhD. You'll be looking at them like they stupid for real, and they got a PhD. You know what I'm saying? It's a box that they can't come out of because they've been programmed from elementary school. Boom, especially if they like valedictorians and graduate top of their class all the way through to college. Man, there is a box. They don't have the life experiences they don't have because they was in school, which is a good thing. But shit, what y'all got, man? I'm ready.
I'm getting ready to
rock
push,
and roll.
My eyes red.
I gotta go cut my son.
Tonight.
Let's get it. Noah, glad you made it. You know what I mean? I know you had a busy day.
I did, but I made sure to make it. I'll see you
about to
guys
get
on Friday.
suspended. You about to get suspended.
Well, I do the spending here.
No, send me throughout this, let me know the clips that you have for the
I'm gonna start tagging them when I'll send them all on messages.
No, send him some more freaking John Oliver videos.
Watch that John Oliver thing.
Please watch
gotta
some of
send
them
it again.
videos.
I'm gonna send you a screenshot
right.
of our chat, Davon.
They're not for nobody that has short attention spans. You have to watch 40 minutes and keep your brain focused. So if you only got 30 seconds, don't watch it. If you can
I'll
watch
check
something
them
for
out.
40 minutes, watch it. And it's all facts. And it's
It's
funny.
mostly also he pulls up really good clips. Like I feel like what I like about John Oliver is that he pulls up good clips that
Real
give you
good
a good
clips, yeah.
context about the topic he's discussing.
Right.
That
And
shit wouldn't come across on Instagram or on the news.
right. And he used top journalistic, man. It's just good news, man. Just good news. I'm gonna watch it when we get off tonight. As soon as we get off,
Aside
I'm
from
about to
all of
watch
that, have anybody heard from Nadia? You know, she do suffer from the sickle cell trait. Have anybody heard from her?
I mean, she be in the chat. She
in the group
back in
chat.
school. So.
Yeah, you had to put all that out there for Kurt, man.
No, she been putting it
You know, I haven't seen her in the chat. I ain't seen her.
Stepper.
That's that weed, bro. He had a conversation with her in the chat. That's that weed, bro.
Yesterday,
man. Kurt, man. Kurt, man, you making us look bad.
First of all, I ain't had no chat. Remember, you put me in chat jail.
I see why.
No, it might have been you, Will, because immediately when I text you, they took me out of jail on one of the chat lines because he done sent me 3 of them. One of them, every time I send him a clip that doesn't go with his narrative, it says, did not send, retry.
I wish I could have put you in text jail. You gonna text me at 7 in the morning talking about look into this. I'm on your damn payroll.
When did Fidel Castro live in Harlem? What? Fidel Castro went to Columbia University and lived in Harlem before taking over Cuba. I'm gonna look that up for the next show, man. I didn't know that. I don't know. I didn't know that.
You definitely will by the next show. We'll find out.
He lived in Harlem. Good night, y'all. Oh, prayers for her. I got the same thing. Yeah, Karina, I didn't know you had that. Good night, Karina.
And
all right, I'm out. I gotta go do this.
Good night.
Good night, y'all. Take us out, Will.
You know, we appreciate y'all for joining us tonight. Like I said, we do it for y'all. Can't do it without y'all. And we look forward to seeing y'all on the next episode. If you haven't already, subscribe to the channel so you'll be notified of our next episode. Peace.
I was a bad son, now I'm a good dad. I was a bad son, now I'm a good dad. I was a bad son, now I'm a good dad. Will, what up? When I was a little boy, I put my hood on my back. All eyes on me and nobody cut me no slack. While bowling up and down, that cold money was all I thought. And daddy was selling drugs, so it made me say fuck sports. Him teaching me the game, felt like he was passing the torch. In front of projects, I jumped off the stoop, not a port. My OGs was my idols, not no Meech or Rick Ross. And remember, to be a boss, life was always the cause. I carried Christ on my back, that's why they call me the cross. And whenever shit was rough, I just hustle and stay my course. And every time I pull myself back on my feet, digging my cleats. Every step I take, rip up the streets. A gun in a vest, some money and weed is all I need. When I hit the block, my mama started losing her sleep. To love a nigga like me is really not for the weak. I became a villain after that 100 bullets ate up my Uncle G. I was a bad son, now I'm a good dad. I'm hands-on, my kids ain't raised by no iPad. I show up every day, if you a man, try that. Can't call yourself a man if you make a child and deny that.